We back in this thing, marching. We back. I'm back and got a little bit of rest. It's your boy Wreck the Rebel, aka Lil Freddy, aka Flamingo Fred. Today I'm feeling more like the Rebel. Got a big turnout today. We're marching. Everybody coming together. Yo, yo, yo. Hello, sir. How you doing? We're doing great. Hope you're doing beautiful. Watch your step, everybody. It's a beautiful thing. We out here deep today. It's a beautiful thing. Make sure I don't bust my ass. I should have brought the camera out. Yeah, let's go. Just trying to catch everybody.
Black matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
What's up, girl? Kaylin, I'll be safe. We good.
Black lives matter! 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 Black lives matter!
We deep.
Black lives matter! 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 Black lives matter!
Here, you need this.
You go, girl.
Just talk.
Oh no! I popped it out of the face.
There we go.
Black lives matter!
Had to hand the megaphone off.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
Yeah,
Black lives matter!
that's your boy.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
We in this thing.
Lives matter!
It's a lot of people out today, a lot of children out. If anybody wants to come out, that's local. We marching back to Sugarman's Corner. I don't know how long we're gonna be out here, but we're probably gonna be out here for a while. Much love if you can't be here. It's all good.
No justice! No peace! 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 What's his name? What's his name? What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! What's her name? 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 Say her name! Black lives matter! 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 Hands up! Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Hands up!
Come out the street a little bit.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Hands up!
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! No peace! 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 No peace!
A lot of people out here today, we in this thing.
No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace! Black lives matter! 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 Black lives No peace! No peace! No peace! Black lives matter!
Issue number 1.
Whoa! That's fine. Oh, wow.
You need to keep them
No
off.
peace!
Because I've already talked to the police, and they want them on the sidewalk. I assured them there was not going to be a safety issue. Because I'm having to deal with this issue here, I don't have time to do that. And I have to keep an eye on all that stuff over there.
They'll be all right.
Because we can't have people almost getting stuff.
People are purposely, like, they could go in the other lane. People are purposely trying to do it. So, I mean, we're here now.
I know, but I'm just saying, they asked us to stay on the sidewalk.
It's hard to control everybody. I really don't care about blocking the street at this point.
Literally same way.
I'll try, though.
We get out here every day and we have that issue.
I'm just saying, to get out and almost
But there's never not been an issue.
Don't shoot! 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 Don't shoot!
Justice for George. A lot more people coming. They all coming down the street. We in this thing.
George Floyd! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Justice! No peace! 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 No
Oh, they finally left? I told, who did I tell? I told you he was gonna make it hard for them and they was gonna leave. Who would want to sit here with all this?
Don't shoot! 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 Don't shoot!
I told you that van would leave. I told you that van would leave.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Black lives matter! 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 No justice!
We out here today.
No justice!
We deep.
No justice!
We deep in this thing today.
No peace! No peace! No justice!
We took over the whole block today. Took over the whole block today.
No peace! No peace! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Did you want to expand on
No peace!
something and make an announcement?
No peace! No
I'm cool. I don't have nothing to say really at this point. Just chilling.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Jen wants
No justice! No peace! What's his name? What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name?
We out here.
What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd!
Oh, let me get some of that sage.
George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd!
Follow the sage.
Breonna Taylor!
Hello. I'm trying to follow the sage.
Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor!
Can I get a sage down one time?
Yeah, bro.
Thank you, my brother.
It's about peace. I protect you and bless you, man. All right.
Thank you. Had to get sage down one time by my native brother. We out here. We all in this together. Don't fall for it.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Much love, Crystal. Much love.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Share this post. If you want to come down, come down. We at Sugarman's. I'm sure they got food and everything. It's so many people here. I don't know what we got. We kind of buried in today. I don't know if something on my face or not. But we kind of buried in today. Come down, share this post, let everybody know we down here. There's still a lot of people showing up. We still getting it in. Children are down here with their signs. It's safe to bring your kids and everything else like that. We down here deep, doing it for the movement. Justice for George. Justice for Breonna Taylor. Justice for everybody who's going through injustice. We back out.
No peace! No justice! 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 No peace! Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Hands up! Don't shoot!
We peaceful.
Don't shoot!
We peaceful.
Hands up! Don't shoot!
They still mad we out here, but we back at it. I got a little bit of rest in your boys back. Thank you for all the birthday wishes. Thank you for all the people that's been out here. Once again, I didn't organize this. I just took part in it. A lot of lovely ladies have helped put this together, and it's a beautiful turnout. It's Sunday. I feel like a lot more people are able to come and get out today because it's Sunday. I did not put this together. I just came out here with the people.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Just trying to bring a little bit more leadership.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
It's a beautiful thing, everybody coming together. Makes you think there can be change in the world.
What's his name?
Thank you.
What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name?
We back out here.
What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name?
You want to come down here with us? We at Sugarman's Corner. Couple antagonizers, but it's no big thing. Some people are back out with rifles trying to protect their business. Even they've been peaceful, but we have had a couple antagonizers, a couple people that were mad, people are in the road. Well, that's what happens with a protest. But now we're here on Sugarman's Corner holding it down with all these beautiful people. Thank you for everybody coming out here. It's nothing but love.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
A lot of new people trying to come out and have their voices heard. It's beautiful. New York is still contacting us. New York is still contacting other protesters, trying to get interviews.
No peace!
Change can happen anywhere. We're doing it in this small town. All these beautiful people coming together.
No peace! No justice!
And this is not even black people. It's like 2 or 3 black people out here. This is everybody else coming together. It's a beautiful thing.
No peace!
We out here. It's a lot of people today. The people still haven't stopped. Much love for all the people that were out here when I wasn't out here, because I went to go have some self-love and do my thing. A lot of these people still been out here every day since the first Sunday. These people are going on 2 weeks, a couple weeks. I don't even know how long it's been, but these people are back out here holding it down.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Let me go protect our brother right here getting the picture.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot! What's your name? Breonna Taylor! What's your name? Breonna Taylor! What's your name? Breonna Taylor!
How you doing?
Doing all right.
Get a lot better angle. You can just get about another 18 inches of elevation.
I was just making sure nobody was
I
caught.
appreciate that.
No problem.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Yeah, we back out here today. They got a lot more police and stuff driving by today, but we back out here. Sheriff and everything, but that doesn't matter. We back out here.
Black Lives Matter!
The black boogeyman is back.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
We back. I'm back. A lot of people never left. Much love to the ladies like Alexa and everybody else that's been holding it down, that's been out here a lot of days, that's still been organizing, that's still been putting everything together. It's not me. I'm still learning organization skills. I just come and join and have a loud mouth.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
But this is very powerful. They say, why in Klamath, why in Southern Oregon? Anywhere can go through a change. Anywhere can have their voices heard. Anywhere can uplift the people. This is about the people. Black, white, native, Asian, whatever, all the people. We all got to protect each other.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
There's so much new news and stuff coming out. We don't know what's real, what's not.
Don't shoot!
They say they saying they still keeping Mexican children in camps. That has to stop. That has to stop. It's much bigger than, you know, just one issue, justice for George, but there's a lot of things going on that the people need to tend to. They still saying they locking Mexican children and Mexican people in damn camps. How are we locking people in camps in 2020? I don't care where they're from. This is God's green earth. Let's investigate that. Let's figure out what's going on with that. Why are they holding Mexican children in camps? We need an update. We need real updates. What's going on with that? That doesn't sit well with me. Mexican children trying to come live a better life and they're getting held in camps. Nah, I'm not with that, man. So yeah, it's about Black Lives Matter, but we all in this. Every day I've been thinking about the little Mexican children that they have in these camps, and I don't know what news source is real and what's the real scoop on it. I got to look at the articles and see when they were released. If it's a new release, there's new information, anything going on. So if anybody has any information about that, please reach out to me and let me know. Because that's the issue that we need to be marching about too. And making signs about that one too. So it's justice for George, it's justice for Breonna Taylor, but there's a lot of issues as humans that we need to tend to. Shout out to all my people in Portland holding it down. Shout out to Wasla, Gio, Talilo out there in Portland holding it down, marching. Shout out to my homie from the Bay, John Jacobo, who's been a voice in the community in the mission for the brown and black people. Shout out to homie John Jacobo down there holding it down in Frisco. Your boy Rec holding it down out here in Southern Oregon. So from Portland to Southern Oregon to the Bay and more. Shout out also the homie Rocky Tyree holding it down in Arizona out there with the people. So like I said, we going from Portland to AZ to the Bay to Southern Oregon, you know what I mean? And I'm sure there's a lot more people all across the country holding it down in different places. But we out here, it's beautiful.
George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in with us and holding it down. Much love to y'all. Stay safe. These is wild times we living in.
What's her name?
People say, why we protesting shit? This protesting has brought me some of the most peace we done had recently with all the crazy shit going on in the world. The newspapers are out here with us once again. I've already did one interview for the Herald and News again. They still want to know what's going on. Much love to the people at Herald and News that's helping us spread the message, that's coming through and quoting us and taking down what we talking about out here.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Shout out to all the people out here. As you can see, there's a lot of children and everybody out here.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
If that don't touch your heart, I don't know what will. I'm just a messenger. Look at this. All the children making signs. It's beautiful.
Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. How you doing? Look at all the children out here making signs to be part of the movement. If that don't touch you, I don't know what will. This is how the community needs to come together. Anytime we have an issue as humans, we need to come together and get involved as a community.
You want me to write something for you? No?
Children out here making signs for the movement. Children that look nothing like George Floyd out here for the movement making signs. Everybody coming together for peace and love. Children out here snacking, holding the sign with one hand, holding the snack in the other hand, out here for the cause. Wake up, don't let them throw you off. Watch the people who are heckling and spreading a different message. Look at the dog. We got a dog out here with the sign. Good boy against brutality. How you doing, boy? We got children, we got dogs. We might have aliens out here next.
George Floyd. George Floyd.
Coming together.
George Floyd. George Floyd.
It's a beautiful thing.
People are getting used to it.
It's a beautiful thing. We all out here together. This is what it's about. I'm just a messenger. I'm just somebody down here with 4G connection trying to show y'all what's going on. Justice. Help your neighbor. Love your neighbor.
Breonna Taylor. What's her name? 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 Breonna Taylor.
Yeah, so we're all just standing here.
We out here. If you can come down, make it down. If you ain't been out here yet, and you call yourself part of the culture, why you ain't coming down? There's a lot of people that have been down here with the movement. Shout out to Johnny G. Shout out to G Bisbee. These are local people that have been down here with the movement.
You guys can read it. It's going to be over here if you guys want to sign it. I wanted to thank all of you guys for coming out here, taking your time to be here. Thank all the kids. Thank you guys. We have water and food over here if you guys need any cold water too. Supplies for the kids to make signs. I thank you guys for coming and showing your support.
Much love to everybody holding it down and putting it together. I'm not the greatest organizer, I just show up. I forget stuff, I got so much on my mind. Much love to everybody who showed up. Like I said, we got snacks, stuff for the kids. It's a lot of children down here. It's kid friendly. We're peacefully protesting. We're not rioting. We're not doing anything like that. We're peaceful out here. A lot of children are out here. Of course, we got to be, keeping our head on the swivel and everything like that and paying attention, you know what I mean? But it's a safe environment. If you want to come down, please come on down. It's a real safe environment, But like I was saying earlier, shout out Johnny G, shout out G Bisbee, people that are taking part in the movement, in the culture, It's a lot of rappers, and local rappers too, that's, online right now sharing new songs, want us to listen to their music, want us to check out new music, and sharing stuff on the internet. You get what I'm saying? Why you come on down and be part of the culture, man, A lot of people want to be a rap star and rap god and everything else, and they not come down and take part, in it, And I'm not trying to cause no friction, but I'm just saying, If you want the support of the people, you got to support the people. Take action. Where you at? It's a lot of people still on the internet, like y'all see, everywhere across the country and everywhere else. There's a lot of people still online with a lot of opinions. A lot of people still online making a lot of comments and sharing this and sharing that and saying everything, but them people are not taking part in nothing. And that's part of the culture. That's part of the culture we in now. Everybody sit at home and got a comment for something, but ain't taking part in nothing. A lot of people saying they support the movement. Well, where are you at? Some people can't make it. We understand that. Some people can't make it. Some people can't, get involved or whatever else. There's a lot of people that have reached out to me privately that said, they work for the government or they work for this, and that, and they can't come down here physically, but how can they help out? Some people have offered cash and donations. I said, please, we don't need your cash. We're not taking any money. This is not that type of thing. But, if you want to bring food or anything down, we're welcome for you to bring food down. I'm not taking any cash because next thing you know, it'll be the black boogeyman taking people's cash for protesting. So there's nothing, we have needed any cash for at this point. Eventually, I would like people to help, build the culture of the town and everything like that, and that'd be something different. But no, we're not taking cash for anything like that. If you want to contribute in any way, reach out, to some of these people. A lot of these people have brought food, snacks, and everything for us to be out here. We appreciate you. I appreciate all the people that are spending their money to bring snacks and everything down here for the protesters. If you have been down here protesting at any point, you have not been hungry. You have not been thirsty. You have not been hungry or thirsty if you have been down here at any point. because people are constantly taking care of us, you know. So that just doesn't mean protesting, you know. That's called, you know, taking action. There's a lot of people taking action behind closed doors, and we appreciate y'all, you know. It's hard for me to remember everybody's name, but I'm pretty good at remembering faces. But a lot of people have reached out to me and asked, you know, what can they do? How can they contribute? And we appreciate that. In this small town, this is a movement. This is going down in the books. You know, we're going to make sure this is remembered in history because it shows you that people love each other and they can come together. There ain't no buses, Victor. Hey, we ain't seen a bus yet. We haven't seen a bus yet, Victor. No buses. We still waiting on them buses. There have been no buses yet. You know what I mean? That was some BS. They losing. That's a losing argument. It's a losing argument. But we out here.
What's her name? Breonna Taylor. 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 Breonna Taylor.
A lot of people getting with it because it's trendy. A lot of people, you know, seen weird videos on the internet. A lot of people coming up and getting a picture for the gram and going home. That still helps spread the message, but you know, this is, you know, you got to be for justice all the time. Nobody's a saint. I'm not Captain America, but you know, we can definitely stand together and show each other love, you know. We in this thing. You want to come down? Come on down. We got from young to old out here together with us.
No peace. No justice. 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 No peace. Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
I think it's hilarious. Does anybody want to order?
Oh, we might get some.
Thank you.
Somebody made this Sugarman sign right here that said, "I ain't mad at nobody." I think this is the funniest sign I've seen. I got to get a picture of that.
Mine has the blue thing, put it on your shirt.
Oh, okay.
I ain't mad at nobody.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Me too. To remind myself.
Mr. Sugarman ain't tripping. Trying to get a sticker. Yes, if you could, that would be great.
Okay, come here, I'll put it on you.
I had to do some research on Sugarman.
Yeah, he was an interesting guy.
Thank you. Mr. Sugarman says he ain't mad at nobody. Give me a candy. They giving me. We getting candy and everything out here. We out here.
Black lives matter. 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 Black lives matter.
BLM guy.
George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd.
Yeah. Come out here, pull up. Pull up on us. It's a peaceful protest party. We standing for justice. Come out here and chill with us. We holding it down. We holding it down. It's a party. What you doing on your Sunday? If you're still in your gym shorts, eating Captain Crunch, come on down with us. We out here.
Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace. No peace.
We on Main Street and 6th Street.
No peace. No justice. No peace.
Can y'all see that sticker?
No peace. No justice.
Maybe y'all can see it. I don't know.
No justice.
Somebody made a sign that said,
No justice.
Mr. Sugarman said he ain't tripping.
No peace. No justice. No peace.
That's one of the best signs. I don't know who did that.
No peace.
Shout out whoever got these Sugarman stickers and the Sugarman sign.
No peace. No justice.
The sign said Mr. Sugarman ain't tripping.
No peace. No justice. No
That's why we out here holding it down.
No peace. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up.
Don't shoot.
Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up.
Like I said,
Hands up.
y'all gotta pay attention to who's doing what right now.
Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up.
You gotta watch your energy right now.
Don't shoot.
You gotta watch your energy going forward, you know?
Don't shoot.
That negative energy is how we got in this position.
Don't shoot.
That hating energy is how we got in this position.
Don't shoot.
Excuse me if I'm spitting a little. One of the ladies gave me a candy.
Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
But we out here.
Don't shoot.
Much love to my pops, OG Freddie B.
George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd.
We out here
What's his name? George Floyd.
holding it down.
George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd. Say his
We ain't asking nobody to be perfect, but we saying help your neighbor. Help your neighbor. Be part of a change, you know?
George Floyd. Say his name. 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 George Floyd.
George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor.
She got the dry erase board popping. Wonder how everybody got all this cardboard. We out here.
Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor. Breonna Taylor.
Don't shoot. 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 Don't shoot.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives
And it'll touch your heart, some of these children out here.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
It'll touch your heart, some of these children out here holding it down. Little children's out here screaming and protesting. And it's a lot of people in the culture that I ain't seen out here yet. Ask yourself about that.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot.
We ain't picking nobody out, but we gotta start taking accountability.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Especially if you in the culture, rapping, doing this, hip hop culture, anything.
Don't shoot.
If you own a business, there's a lot of businesses that have come out and supported us. Shout out to Sammy's Parlor,
George Floyd.
business that has supported us. There's a few others. I will give them a shout out when I think of it. It's hard for me to remember everything. A lot of people was bringing pizzas. A lot of people were bringing food. A lot of people bringing everything. It's like a potluck out here every day. Like I said, shout out to Sammy's Parlor. A lot of people are making this happen behind the scenes. A lot of people are helping keeping us going. So it ain't just about being out here. It's contributing to the movement. Shout out to everybody everywhere that had your voices heard and made a stand. Shout out to my homie Gotti. Might slide out there on you soon. I'm gonna tap in with you.
No peace, no justice, no peace, no justice, no peace.
Yeah, so we out here.
No peace, no justice.
Much love to all the people tuning in. We out here. We were out here last night too, actually. I was out here last night for a couple hours. The people were still out here. I did not go live. I did not take any pictures. I didn't do anything. I just came out for the movement because, you know, going live and doing all this stuff, you know, takes a lot of energy, you know what I mean? Sometimes I just want to fall back and be in the crowd.
George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd!
So we were out here last night. A lot of people have been out here every night. If you know anything about this Southern Oregon weather, it goes from sunny to cold. And these people have still been out here with hot cocoa and everything holding it down for the movement. Shout out to those people. Shout out to those ladies that come out here and stand out here every day. A lot of people have been coming by screaming, get a job. We got jobs. They always got a new argument. First they say we were rioting and looting. Now they say we don't got jobs. A lot of people got different stuff going on and sacrificing their time to be out here. I stopped everything I was doing to come and be out here. I got a couple businesses I'm trying to get off the ground. Stop to come out here. I got merchandise, products, everything I'm trying to sell to make sure me and my son is good, you know? But all that got put on hold because this is not about me. I'll wait. This is about the movement. I ain't even released no new songs. I'm not releasing any songs for a while. If you know me, I release songs pretty frequently. I haven't been releasing nothing because this is not about me right now. I don't know when I will. I'm not selling any merchandise right now because this is not about me. When I do, I'm gonna make sure some of them funds come back and are in the movement. Another thing I want people to do, and another thing I want to voice, you know, if you're donating any money, if you're giving any of your money out, donating any money, you know, make sure you know where your money's going. You know, a lot of people come with these organizations and everything, and they're accepting donations and everything like that. Make sure you know where your money's going. Make sure when you giving money and you donating, you know, you got a paper trail of where your money's going, you know? Because it'll be such a shame if you donating a good lump sum of money and that money's not going to the right thing. That's horrible. I know that's not what it's about, but we got to pay attention right now because there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of the situation, you know what I mean? Trying to make a buck. So whatever organization, I don't know if it's the BLM organization or whatever else, there's a lot of organizations and stuff like that popping up. Make sure you know where your money's going. Make sure if you donate any money, you know, you could see the results of you donating that money, you know, because that's important. It's a shame if you're giving your hard-earned money and it's not going to the right thing.
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace.
Shout out to all the people that's out here. We all out here. Natives, black, white, Mexican. We all out here together.
No peace. No justice. No peace.
What's good, my bro?
No peace. No justice. 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 No peace. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Hands up. 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 Don't shoot. What's his name? George Floyd. 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 What's his name? George Floyd.
Rick, I love your glasses, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
George Floyd.
We all out here together.
George Floyd.
Mr. Sugarman said, I ain't mad at nobody. That's the message of the day. Lots of signs. Lots of snacks. Look, we got thermos, coffee, everything out here. Hi, puppy. Dogs out here. Hi, puppy. We out here. Look at this. People taking care of each other. We got donuts gone, cookies out here. Coolers.
So you don't want to say anything to her, to the troops?
To who? Feed the troops?
Do you want to say anything?
No, I don't want to say
You don't want
much.
to say much?
No, I'm just gonna hold it down on the live and go from there. Hopefully people know we got snacks and everything.
Yeah, I will.
Are you using that sign?
I have my but you're welcome to use it.
I'm going to stay with my students for a second.
Go
Now
for
that
it.
I know.
Thank you so much. I've got my grandbaby's cookie in my hand.
Okay. The grandbabies
My
is out?
grandbaby.
No. Oh, that's your grandbaby right there? Oh, how
My daughter,
pretty.
George.
Hello, how you doing? Curly hair baby. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing well. How have you been doing?
Hey.
That's beautiful.
Are people going to be down here tonight?
I'm not sure. I would take it that some people might be down here. I'm really not sure. I just try to take the temperature of everybody down here. Maybe they will be. Yeah, I have been. I actually had a chance to get away and get a little bit of self-love and recharge, and then I'm back out here today. You know? It's city council meeting is tomorrow. What time? 7 p.m. I will come.
I'm trying to decide if I'm going to be there. I'm really not happy with the language of that letter that's going around.
Yeah. And where's the meeting going to be at? 5th and Klamath. 5th and Klamath. If you're going to be here, I might ask you that again so I can write it down. Or if you can write it down, because I will go.
Klamath is a deep red color. That's what we've been talking about. We're starting to check in less about the word socially, it's less about the word background. Bring forward and maybe move forward.
And that's all cocoa and snacks.
That's it. good to see you.
Good to see you too. How you doing?
Staying
That's
busy.
good. That's
Yeah.
good, man.
Did you have a good birthday?
Yeah, I did, man. I just took some time to decompress and come back out here.
Yeah. I see a lot of my students out here, so I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. When the youth can come out,
Oh, yeah.
it's a good lesson in life.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, you too. Thank you. Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be
Do you text? Okay.
Thank you for this because it's really cool.
I'll reach out to you. I'll show up there tomorrow.
People are yelling, but it's and obviously they're
Okay. Well, that might be something. I don't know if you're gonna come down, but I'm not too sure what they're doing with the budget and everything like that. I don't know who's gonna be there and what they're talking about, but I'm just trying to come be seen, I guess. Maybe they'll let my voice be heard or something.
trying.
Okay. We out here. Much love to this lady right here who's been holding us down. Much love to her.
I gotta go get the toys. I went to go buy some clothes. Completely sold out posters.
I wonder why.
Yeah, right.
Thank you. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. Just chilling.
Have a good weekend. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I did. Just decompress, get some energy to come back and do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. So I'm back.
Gotta go camping. Gotta have fun.
Yeah.
Gotta like.
Get outdoors.
Yeah.
I came back, I was indoors for a little while. I couldn't do it. I was getting antsy.
Good lady. Wanting to talk to her and ask her.
Excuse me, sorry.
And it's
Shout out to these ladies for holding it down. Much love. They've been big at holding it down. Doggy trying to get snacks. We got the kids table. Kids table for the children making signs. A lot of these kids still making signs. It's beautiful. A lot of kids still making signs. Coming together. Who would have thought? We out here in Southern Oregon, Klamath Falls, who would have thought we could come together like this? Children making signs. We got food for people. Everyone out here standing together, helping each other, feeding each other. Why does that make people mad? If you notice, I haven't been on the internet as much. A lot of people are saying, you know, I was talking too much and everything else. Some people were mad at me saying I was talking too much. I disappeared for a couple days. The same people were tagging me online, you know, asking me where I was at. Don't make sense. But we back.
George Floyd! George Floyd! What's her name? Breonna Taylor! 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 Say her name! 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 Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
We all out here together.
Black Lives Matter! 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 Black Lives Matter!
If you have tried to reach out to me and I have not got back to you, please reach back out to me again. I'm sorry, I got a lot of messages and stuff going on. If you try to reach out to me, there's some people I know I've forgotten, some names I've forgotten. I'm not good with names, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be Hollywood or fancy, but it's been a busy couple of weeks. As you can see, just give me another message again. If you need me, if I can help you in any kind of way, hit me up. Let me know, I'll see what I can do. Or I can reach out to these people. This is not just about us sitting out here protesting. People are coming out here to try to help each other.
What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name?
You might just be looking for a job right now.
George Floyd. Say his name. George Floyd.
You might just be looking for a job. You might just need some help. If you need us to bring you some food, I know there's some people out here that have food and stuff that we can bring to everybody. If you need any food for your house at home, you know, we will bring you some food. I will reach out and we'll make it happen. If you need a food box, we'll make it happen. We've been doing that type of stuff. We've been taking food boxes. There's people in the community that been reaching out to me before we was protesting, saying, hey, Rec, I need you, come through. I've been pulling up. I don't be taking pictures of everything. So if you need some food boxes, don't worry, we can keep it discreet, you know what I mean, anonymous, however you want to say it. We can get you a food box for you and your family. You need some help, a job, anything going on?
Oh, I'm fine. Everything's good.
Oh,
How are you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
I'm just looking.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, so if you need something, just reach out. And we'll try our best to help you. Somebody out here will do something. You might be looking for a job. You might need a food box. Times is hard right now. But this is about coming together and helping each other. Justice for George. We're doing the movement. You know what I mean? Let's pay attention to what other issues and stuff like that is going on. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. Like I said, if anybody has any information about the Mexican people and Mexican children getting held in these camps, I'm not for that. Please send us recent information. There's so many articles that you see on social media. Sometimes it's hard to know what's going on when. I try to check the dates. If you know anything about what's going on at these so-called camps that they're keeping Mexican people at and Mexican children or people trying to cross the border, we need to speak up and bring some light to that. Because I've seen some pictures recently that didn't sit well with me.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
I've seen some pictures recently that didn't sit well with me. So if you know what's going on like that, you know, in the Mexican community and things like that, let me know. Because it's so hard to get the correct information in this day and age. There's so much stuff being spread around, so many people talking, we don't know what's right. So about them keeping these Mexican children and Mexican people at camps and stuff like that, we need to be investigating that and figuring out what's going on. Because, you know, this is all our people. We not with that. We not with keeping people in camps. I don't care if they're trying to cross the border. I don't care nothing about that. If you're not with it, take them back home. Take them wherever. You're not taking people to camps. You know what I mean? Keeping children in camps. At first they was talking about it a while ago, and now it's popping back up. You know what I mean? We need to make sure we got people in the community that's paying attention to what's going on. You know? There's a lot of water rights and stuff going on right now. There's a lot of issues, you know what I mean? So this is what it's about, using our platform to bring these issues out so we can educate each other and know what's going on. They want to keep everybody separated now, and we don't know what's going on. We need to know what's going on in the community.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Water rights, our native brothers, our Mexican brothers, our white brothers, whoever it is, we need to know what's going on around the world. There's so many news sources and so many catchthescoopgood.com. We don't know who's making these websites. We need to know the correct information so we can take action and let our voices be heard. What's good, Johnny G in the building? What's good, Monique? What's good, Ian? Much love to you, Ian.
Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot.
Hello, how's it going, sir?
Good, man.
Hands up.
Okay.
Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't
Things go south.
Don't shoot.
That's me. It's my wife.
Okay.
We're criminal defense attorneys.
Okay, criminal defense attorneys. Much love. Okay, I will reach out to you. Thank you.
Hey, hopefully you don't need us, but
No.
if you do, we're always
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
Don't shoot.
You see that? We in the community. Criminal defense attorney just came to me and gave me his number and said if I have any problems, give him a call. What's good, fam? I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking part in movement, Ian, and supporting us. Much love to you, brother. You know what I mean? But yeah, we out here. Criminal defense attorney just gave me the number, said, we got any problems? Call him or his wife. White gentleman. Don't let them trick you. Stop letting them divide you. This is about humans coming together. It's a lot of people in the community reaching out right now. Defense attorneys. If anybody wants to go to city council tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'm going to city council tomorrow. I just talked to a lady that I spoke to the other night, and she gave me the information. She thinks I should go down to city council. I don't know what my intentions are going there, but hopefully, you know, to go speak and let my voice be heard and keep having a positive change for loving each other. So if anybody wants to go to city council with me tomorrow and have my back and just, you know, we show up looking like we coming in peace and like we about something, I might go throw on a little collar shirt or something, you know, gel my hair down a little bit so they don't think, you know, I'm the black boogeyman in Klamath Falls. But I'm gonna go to city council tomorrow. Anybody want to go with me at 7 p.m. downtown? I would appreciate you coming and we can go down there. I'm gonna try to remind everybody when I get off this live. I really don't want to go by. I don't really want to go down there by myself. I want to show up and have our voices heard. People might say, well, why in Klamath Falls? We have a culture here. It's a culture of Southern Oregon. I'm from the Bay Area, yes, but I do care about this culture because the culture is good for the children. The culture is what brings people together going forward. Change can happen everywhere. Much love to you, Misty. Much love. I appreciate it. So yes, I'm going to city council tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'm gonna reach out to the people here, any of my people that I know that want to come down there with me. Let's show up. Let's show up. Let's show up and let our voices be heard. There's a lot of money out here. I don't know what they're doing. Somebody said they figuring out the budget, you know, and things like that. Let's figure out the budget so we can keep building this community and having something for the children and coming together.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
The only place we come together don't have to be the bar. You see, we out here now. We out here sober now.
We're making a difference. Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
But like I was saying earlier, if anybody needs something they need help with, you know, and you need somebody to help you out, you got something going on, reach out to us. You need a food box, you need something, let us know, hit me up. It's a lot of people out here. This is the thing that we need to have going, you know what I mean? We need to be helping each other.
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
It's a lot of people out here that's coming forward that are offering their help right now.
Don't shoot!
And we need to keep that going forward, not just myself.
Don't shoot!
I'm just the messenger.
Don't shoot!
But it's a lot of people coming out right now trying to help. I had the defense attorney gentleman. I didn't know he was a defense attorney, but there was people in the road, you know, and the people were getting mad that some of the protesters were in the road. This white gentleman who's a defense attorney hopped right in the road and standing up for the people.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
Hands up. Hands up.
So that shows you something. People are coming together.
Black lives matter.
You know, a piece of me thinks, is this really going to be the thing that helped change the world? Are we really going to have a drastic change from here? Because I've never seen people come together like this. I don't know, maybe the 60s, I don't know. I've never seen people come together like this. Things are changing. Let's make sure they change the right way.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Let's make sure they change the right way. This is for the children. A lot of children are out here.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace. How you doing, brother? I'm from San Francisco, Bay Area.
I'm from Los Angeles.
Oh, you
from what?
Oh, you from Watts?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I live here in Klamath Falls.
Yeah, I'm up here now too. Yeah, I'm up here. Yeah, me
Where
too.
you live?
Me, I live up the block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been up here climbing off and on for about 4 or 5 years.
You work here?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I do. I'm a video editor. I'm a musician. I do a little bit of everything. I did work. We had a mentor program, a youth mentor program, but they moved on to Portland.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're doing a little bit of everything.
Well, my name is Willis Neighbors.
Okay, Mr. Willis.
Neighbors, last name Neighbors, like your next door neighbor.
Okay, nice to meet you, sir.
And what is your name?
My name is Frederick, but everybody calls me Rhett.
Rhett?
Yeah.
Rhett?
Yeah.
What that mean?
It's short for Frederick.
Okay.
They think it's bad, but it's really short for Frederick.
Okay. Good name. Frederick.
Yes.
You ever heard of Frederick Douglass?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Good name.
Yeah. And I'm the third Frederick.
Okay.
Thank you. The little children out here. How you doing, baby? Got her sign? Babies out here got her sign? Yeah, we out here, man. We out here with the movement, man. Reaching out, talking to people. If you can, come down, we out here. Come down, we out here. Yeah, hit Ian up if you need some tech work. There's nothing wrong with networking with each other and helping each other out. You know, you never know. Somebody might give you the best price you can get and go above and beyond and give you that extra work. So if you need some tech work, hit Ian up. Don't be scared. We still got lives to live. We still got to take care of our families. You know what I mean? We still got to manage our life with this. So, you know, if you got something going on, you know, reach out. You might need something. Reach out. You know, this all love right now. If you taking part in the movement, if you showing the love, it ain't no problem with telling people what you got going on. You know what I mean? Reaching out, because life goes on. But we got to watch out for them people that ain't in the movement and ain't doing nothing, that out here trying to, you know, do the self-promo and everything else like that. Because there's a couple people I see, you know what I mean, that's in the culture that ain't available.
For everybody here, this is Eric. He has his own YouTube channel.
Got a couple YouTubers and everything. What's good with you, Wyatt? How you doing, baby?
No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
Yeah, we holding it down. It's Sunday.
No peace.
These people could have been anywhere they wanted to be, but they out here again. A lot of these people been out here way more than me. I done been out of town and been back. A lot of these people, it's been about, you know, a good handful of people that been out here every day. There's a lot of children out here that's, you know, getting homeschooled and underage. There's some teenagers out here using their free time to come out here and be part of the movement.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
I'm just the messenger.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
I'm just showing you how much love there is.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to show you how much love there is out here
Black lives
and doing this.
Black lives
Like I said earlier, shout out to all my brothers and people that's holding it down in different locations. Rocky Tirade holding it down in Arizona. John Jacobo, my homie, holding it down. Been holding it, not just now, been holding it down in the mission. Always there for the black and brown community. My homie John Jacobo in the Bay. Shout out to Toledo, Wasla, Geo up there in Portland. They was holding it down last night. They had a performance last night in Portland for the movement. Pay attention right now to the people who's doing what. Shout out Johnny G, who's been down here. Shout out G Bisbee, who's been down here multiple times and coming down out here with the people. R.I.P. Mono. Pay attention right now, because these are the people you should be using your energy with.
No peace. No justice.
The emotional bank balance, you know,
No peace.
the emotional bank balance. Watch where you spend it.
No peace.
It's a lot of people, like I said, online. You see them all day. I've been trying to take myself away from social media because there's a lot of people on there sharing memes, having comments, and doing everything else. You know what I mean? And we ain't seen them. Biff and the boys, they've been through here. You know what I mean? antagonizing us in the big trucks every now and then. We haven't had so many problems today. I think it's too early. Most of the antagonizing happens at nighttime. But much love to all the people that's tuning in. We out here. Much love to all these beautiful people that are coming out here day in and day out. Much love to all the people that are out here right now on a Sunday, coming out here protesting. This is not much. There's not many black people out here. Let me say that again. There's not many black people out here. I say that to tell you this is bigger than just race. This is about us coming together. There's Mexican people out here, Native people out here, white people out here. A white lady and a Mexican lady have been putting most of this together. A lot of white children are out here with Black Lives Matter sign. Stop falling for the bait. Don't let a few bad apples ruin it for everybody. This is eye-opening to everybody. This is eye-opening to me. Stop letting them trick you. There's a lot of people that care about each other out there. Defense attorney out here. He don't have to be out here. Not pocket watching, but if you're a defense attorney, you probably make a good living. He don't have to be out here. He out here in traffic, jumping in front of cars, giving his number out, saying reach out to him and his wife if we need anything. Come on, man. This is about people coming together. I'm out here with wild hair right now. You know what I mean? Doing my nappy roots thing. And we all out here together. People telling me go to city council. People, defense attorneys reaching out. People reaching out. Stop getting race baited. This is not about white people or white police officers. This is about the people versus a system. That's what it's always been. The biggest trick that they have ever pulled on us is making us think it's white versus black, making us think it's white versus Mexican. That's a trick. It's the people versus the system. These people that are doing these injustices, for the most part, are part of a system. Of course, there's some bad apples out there, but so what? We always got to navigate through that. We always got to navigate through that. We're not perfect, but some things cannot be forgiven. We all out here together. Stop taking the bait. Stop taking the bait that all these people out here protesting are looting and rioting. Just like we're peaceful here, there's a lot of people that are peaceful everywhere, getting hit with tear gas, getting shot in the face with rubber bullets. There's a lot of peaceful people out there everywhere that are protesting. Of course there's some bad apples. Of course there's some people out there to make it look like people are looting and rioting. Pay attention. The world is changing. Let's make it change for the right way. Because they're trying to push this agenda. Who knows what they're trying to do? But 2020 has been crazy. The year's halfway over. And it's been crazy. It's hard to even focus on anything else. It's hard to be creative. Much love to you, Kat. Much love. I'm just trying my best to be out here and show people what's going on. That's all I'm trying to do. Much love to you. I appreciate it. This is time consuming and everything else, but it don't matter. Thank you, MJ. I just try to be, stylish. That's why I got so many names. Some days I feel like a hippie and a revolutionary, and I just got to be wild. I appreciate it.
Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot. Hands up. Don't shoot.
But don't fall for it. This year has been crazy. It's hard to focus on anything. It's hard to I make music. It's hard to go make a song. I make a song right now about popping bottles in the club and doing everything else. I don't even feel that type of energy. I feel like making some Public Enemy tracks right now.
No justice. No peace. No justice.
But what this has shown everybody is that we can come together. What this has shown everybody is that we can be colorblind and come together. All right, homie. Much love to you. Stay safe. Stay safe, homie. I appreciate y'all. Some of my Mexican brothers out here standing with us. Stop falling for it. I want people to love each other. I'm not asking for you to be a pastor or a holy roller or none of that. But we can love each other better. That's all I'm saying. We can love each other better. Because if we love each other better, a lot of this shit wouldn't be happening. If we loved each other better, if you seen the police with somebody, a knee on somebody's neck too long, you would jump in. We would be there. It wouldn't matter what color they were. It wouldn't matter if it was a black officer and a white person on the floor, or a Mexican person, or whatever. If we love each other better, that type of shit wouldn't be happening as much. Because it's inexcusable. They want us to believe that any law you break right now, the reward is instant death. For mostly people of color. Instant death. A bad check. Selling loose cigarettes. Being a young black man walking home with a hoodie. They want to make us believe that death is an option when it's not. Why do we have a system, a judicial system, or whatever else, if, you know what I mean, if that's the case? People aren't even convicted of crimes and getting killed. You telling me you deserve to die because you wrote a bad check because you in a bad situation? And another thing I want to say, they got a lot of people on the news and in the media that look like us that are speaking a different message. They got a lot of people, you know, in the news and in the media that they go find that look like us, that speak a different message in hopes to be rewarded. That's always been the case. They always got those people. Just because they look black, just because they are black, don't mean they speaking the right message. It's not just people screaming all lives matter. Just because they black, don't mean they on TV speaking the right message. Because they've always found people that look like us to go speak against the movement. A lot of y'all maybe seen the Dave Chappelle special. Dave Chappelle just came out with a special on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Very powerful. Very powerful. Dave Chappelle just came out with a special on YouTube. It's called 846. If you haven't, go check it out. A lot of information and a voice being heard on there. It's not that long. It's not a bunch of jokes like he usually tells, but he on there speaking for the people. But yeah, they've always found people that look like us that go speak a different message, and you know, you already know how it goes. Yeah, you're right, Ian. There's a lot of people that have bad experiences with police officers. I've had bad experiences with police officers. Every time I'm in a car going anywhere and I'm running to police officers, they always want to run me and check and see who I am. They always think I'm on the run or, you know, got a warrant or something. They always check me out. One time I was sleeping in the passenger seat of a car and the police woke me up to get my ID to try to figure out who I was. I'm like, damn. I'm not even driving and I'm asleep. So a lot of people have stories with the police officers. There's a lot of good police officers too, but the problem is there's a system. There's a team of people, so when you enter this team, you know, your agenda changes to meet the team's agenda. There's a culture. I feel a lot of times there's a gang culture in the police culture. There's a gang culture in the police culture of police out there playing Warzone in real life, hitting the streets like it's a video game. Yes, there's abuse of power. No matter where you look, you can see an abuse of power. But that's why we got to pay attention and come together. Much love to you. Anywhere you look, there could be abuse of power.
What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd.
That's why we got to pay attention and stand up together. My bad, I'm trying to get a little soda out of my pocket and open it with one hand. Yeah, but we still out here, man. If you want to come down here with us. It's a lot of beautiful people out here. If you have been out here at any time or you've been making your voice heard, much love to y'all. Yeah, this is just a ginger ale. Don't get confused. Next thing you know, they're going to be saying I was drinking Heineken on the live. Not on this live. Maybe on another live at another time. But this just ginger ale. Your throat will get dry out here. Yeah, Breonna Taylor, man, that is crazy. People ran up in their home and killed this young woman who was a healthcare worker. Come on, man. Come on, man. How'd you feel if that was your brother, your sister, son, or daughter? You know what I mean? That's how we gotta treat it. I wish somebody would go up in one of my relatives' house and shoot them on accident. Come on, man. I don't care what color you are. That's not gonna sit well with you. You ain't gonna care about looting, rioting, or nothing. It's not gonna sit well with you. Innocent people. Innocent people. Only time deadly force should be used is if you're out there using deadly force against other people. So that means if you out there shooting a gun and they shoot you, hey, why are you out there shooting a gun at people? Shooting a gun at people. Just having a gun is not enough to be murdered. Committing a crime is not enough to be murdered. Deadly force should not be used. As much technology as we have, why are these still the tactics that the police are using? As much technology as we have, the gun seems outdated. They should be able to shoot plastic wrap around somebody and something. We got stun guns and everything else. Why is deadly force it always comes down to? How are they still attacking people that are handcuffed? Come on, man. Makes no sense. The message has not changed. Why are we still going through this in 2020? I thought this was the future. I thought we was going to be loving each other flying around in spaceships. Thank you, my brother. Yes, sir. Bless you too, sir. Thank you. You take care. I'll see you around. All right. You know? It's a lot of love out here. A lot of people coming out and reaching out. Young older brother I seen out here. Happy to see his face, you know what I mean? Happy to see all these people's faces coming and standing together. These people didn't have to be here. These people could be at home playing video games, barbecuing or something. Shit, we could barbecue down here. We good. We got the Sugarman. Mr. Sugarman said, we got a sign out here that said he ain't mad at nothing. This is how you build the culture. We don't got to be violent. We don't have to attack nobody. This is how you build the culture. This is how people coming together. They want to enter us into a new time where they want to keep people separated from each other because you're always scared of something. A virus, rioters, protests, you're always scared of something. Like I keep saying, they want to keep people separated from each other. Nah, I don't want to be separated from people. Everybody was listening to Drake, no new friends, man. Fuck that. I want new friends. Yeah, I want new friends. It's hard standing by yourself. It's hard being by yourself. Thank you, Mr. Robert. I'll let people know. If we need somewhere to use a restroom, we can go to Basin Gaming. Much love to you. Please wear a mask. We got you. Yeah, you're right. Police should be a 4-year institution, Cat. You're right. And, you know, the consequences should be higher, you know. If you're out there committing these infractions, you know, you should have, you know, big punishment. With great power comes great responsibility. I know that sounds cheesy, like Spider-Man, but it's the truth, you know. If you don't want that responsibility of being able to control yourself and do the right thing, you shouldn't be a police officer. If you don't want that responsibility, choose a different occupation. I'm sure I've heard of gentlemen becoming a police officer and stepping down because of different things. If you don't want that responsibility, step down. Go do something else. Go become a UFC fighter. Shit. Excuse my language. Go become a UFC fighter. Go become a boxer. Go become a kung fu master. If you want to kneel on people's necks and shit, go do that. There's a place for that. You could probably make big money. I don't even know what you're talking about, Michaela. Let's hope it's positive. Yeah, but go become a UFC fighter or something. I don't understand it. Now, we know being a police officer is a tough job. We know it's a tough job. You're dealing with all kind of crazy stuff all day long.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
She's native. No fucking shit. Yeah, bye. Have a good day. We're native, thank you. Okay. I know Native Lives Matter, sir. You obviously do not. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Thank you for your time. That's great. Have a great day. Bye. I hope you're the best. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day. Bye. Your opinion isn't wanted here.
You're blocking the street. I need you to move. Right now. No, this isn't a conversation. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
We got the police out here today. The police had to come stop and antagonize her today. Thank you, Klamath Police Force. People pulling up right on us. You seen them.
What's her name?
I don't think it's necessarily people being rude to him. It's people pulling up saying all kind of things to people. People pulling up to the protesters, questioning who you are, what you're about, questioning everything. All right, peace out. Good to see you too. Thank you for coming down. Bye-bye. Yeah, it's people pulling up, asking questions. The young ladies had to tell them, we're native. Yes. We don't. People always want to say you're being rude, you're kneeling, you're doing this. What would you like people to do? What would you like? People say, why are you protesting? Why are you kneeling? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? These same people never ask why people are getting killed. Why are they locking people, Mexican people, up in camps? Why you don't ask those questions? Those are the questions we're asking. You always want to ask why people are being rude. You come out here and protest and have people antagonize you and see how you gonna act. Yeah, get out my face. Go, get away from me. Go somewhere. That's how we feel. So what? Yeah, we got a K Falls officer out here. Some of them cool. He had to tell the gentleman to get out the way. You know, you people don't understand when you out here protesting and you standing on the corner and a car pulls up to you with the windows down, you don't know what to expect. I've been in neighborhoods and I've been in places where you don't just let cars, you know, pull up to you and roll the window down. In a lot of places, that's a scary thing for a car to come and you don't know who it is.
Don't shoot!
I'm sure people will be out here tomorrow, Kat.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
But yeah, you know, who's gonna just let a random car pull up to them? We protesting. These people could be trying to do anything.
No peace!
It's all good, Kat. We appreciate your love and support. Yeah. We're still out here.
Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
I think, you know, a lot of people acting like this is something new. or whatever else. This has been going on. A lot of people are just now waking up. If you're a person of color, you've known all your life to stay away from the police. You've known all your life not to have your hands in your pockets when the police come around. You've known all your life when the police come around, don't make any fast movements. We've been knowing that. We've been knowing that. This is nothing new. It's nothing new. But yeah, it is, you know, I got to jump in the way, you know, because a lot of people, cars pulling up, everything. You don't know what people are going to do. You don't know if they're going to throw something at you. You don't know if they have a weapon or what they're doing. Yeah, so who cares about somebody being rude? Get out of here. Would you pull up to a protest where people are peacefully protesting, all in people's faces, or pulling your car up? No. All right, you take care.
Thank you.
Much love to you. Thank you. Yeah, would you go to somebody's protest, and if somebody's protesting about something, and hop all out in your car and be in people's faces? What do you think you're going to accomplish? Oh, okay, sir. Thank you for saying that. We'll go home now. Come on, man. It's silly. It's a lot of people that want to argue about us, about that type of stuff, but don't want to argue and pay attention to the issues. That shows you where their mind is at. There's people on the internet that will argue all lives matter and all kind of stuff with you, you know what I mean? But they won't argue about what's happening. Well, how does that make sense? Yeah, much love, Amberly. You could tell when somebody's peacefully protesting. We out here together, more people coming up. We got the loudspeaker and everything else. I didn't want to be on the loudspeaker. I'd rather be on the live with the people. I don't know. I could talk on the live. I don't know what to say on the loudspeaker. Much love. Gentlemen out here holding it down.
Yo, what's up? My name is David Hartzell, representing for the Hartzell family. We all family here, because we all Black Lives Matter.
Yeah!
I don't know, first time on the microphone. Black Lives Matter! 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 We all matter! We all matter! We all matter!
Be serious.
I'm serious as hell! We all matter!
Yeah, lots of people pulling up, showing love for the movement.
Black Lives Matter!
We out here. We still down here. You want to pull up? Come out. Come out. You want to come down here with us? Come out. We all out here peaceful. There's been no Antifa buses out here. No Antifa buses out here. No looters, no rioters. We're patronizing the local businesses around us. We're not harming local businesses around us. We're patronizing them. We're going to get food. We're going to get supplies from the local businesses. We're not harming them. We're helping the economy down here. We're helping the economy down here.
What's her name?
Breonna Taylor.
What's her name?
Breonna Taylor.
Sandra Bland? Black Lives Matter. I don't know. Who knows more? Everybody knows more. We all matter. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the first time on the mic, but we all matter. Why Black Lives Matter? This epidemic doesn't matter.
Much love to everybody out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat, it's a lot of people online, you know. What's good with it,
On
man?
Facebook, bro. Just wanted to give you a shout out.
Okay, much
Wanted to
love,
meet
man.
you. How you doing?
I'm doing cool, man. I'm just trying to hold it down with the
Yeah.
people.
Always.
Yeah, much love. I appreciate you coming down.
Always.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, somebody right now just pulled up from Facebook to say what's up, man. Come on down, we down here. Somebody from Facebook just came out, showed some love. You seen it, you know what I mean? This is all love. And we coming down here, you know what I mean? Yeah, of course we all matter.
A sausage. You want to say with Daddy? Black dogs matter. Come on.
We all out here. People coming out from Facebook, seeing what's going on. Come down here, pull up. A lot of people, you know, like you were saying, Kat, you're getting bullied on the internet. There's a lot of people that I see on Facebook and on social media talking all day long, arguing all day long, posting stuff all day long, sharing emojis, angry reaction, this, and that, all day long. People will sit on the internet all day long and sit there. Where are you at? I'm tired of listening to people on the internet. You know? It's like listening to NBA commentators or commentators on a sports game. Yeah, it's cool to listen, you know, sometimes, but let's talk to the people that are actually playing the game. Let's talk to the people that's actually out there. Everybody can have an opinion on the internet. Everybody can have an opinion on the internet. Who's actually out here in the trenches making it happen? Let's listen to those people. I want to listen to the people that's in the trenches right now. I want to listen to the people that's playing the game right now. If you want to support and everything else, and you know, that's beautiful. But I want to listen to the people in the trenches right now. Yeah, I understand, Amberly. Everybody can't come out, you know. Everybody can't come out. I'm talking to the people that could come out that have not come out, you know. I'm talking to the people that are arguing all day long on the internet, but you don't never see them. I know a lot of people arguing all day long, every day on the internet about what they think about this issue or that issue. Well, what are you doing? Come, let's go to city council tomorrow. Let's do something. When it comes to that, oh, I can't, you know. Like I said, if anybody wants to go to city council with me tomorrow, I'm going. Anybody wants to come to city council tomorrow, 7 p.m., I'm going down. Hopefully I don't got to go down by myself. Maybe I'll come to the Sugarman's Corner and get a couple of people and we'll pull up together. So I preferably don't want to go by myself. I don't even know what I'm going to say. I don't even know why I'm going down there, but, you know, we going down there. Yeah, much love, Amberly. Like I said, you know, this ain't about me. It's about the people and everybody here having their voice heard, you know. Every time I come down here now, they're like, oh, are you going to go live? Are you going to go live? And, you know, sometimes I don't want to. Last night I was out here for a while, couple hours, and I didn't go live. I didn't take any pictures. I didn't let anybody on social media know I was out here. I was just out here for the calls and, you know, talking to the people. Because, you know, is there information about me on Facebook, Jonathan? What information are you needing about me? It's all cool, Kat. You know, there's a lot of people that can't come out. We understand. We understand. I don't know what information you're looking for about me. Yeah, we should be out here tomorrow and everything else like that. People are taking this serious, you know, and being out here and being present. People are out here every day. We appreciate the people that are showing up. People are still showing up. What's good to my homie Rick in the building? My big homie from the Bay. Go back. Much love to you, Rick. Hope you and the family's doing cool. Yeah, so it's a lot of people still showing up off Facebook coming down here with us, you know. Don't be nervous. A lot of y'all are scared to come outside right now. A lot of y'all are scared to come down here, you know. Even when I was out here and they had guns everywhere, I wasn't scared really. I don't know why, but I just felt cool because I was with the people. You know what I mean? I didn't feel threatened. How they gonna threaten me and I'm out here doing something with the people? You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Not much love, Amberly, you know. People think this is, you know, I had some people say some negative stuff. I'm just going live to let people know what's going on and that people are still pushing forward. You know? That's the only reason I'm going live. I'm not on live telling you to check out my SoundCloud. You know? I'm not on live telling you to go buy my products. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here with the people and here with the movement. Oh, we got the guitar we about to play? Let's bust it out. Let's get some music. Who got the harmonica? It's been too quiet. Yeah, they got the music out here. We about to jam and chill. Let me go get a couple little Scooby snacks before they be all gone. Go get a couple little Scooby snacks. Oh man, they've been over here tagging it. It's all good. It's all good. Like I said, if you come down here and you've been down here or know what's going on, you ain't been hungry. At minimum, we had a snack for you. At minimum, we had a snack for you. Hey, Sean, set these right here. Yeah, minimum, we had a snack for you. We had Mexican food catered from the place right here by Black Dogs. Those people have come out here and stood with us. I want to say the name, but I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly. I'll get y'all the name, but they've come out here and stood with us. They've provided some food for us and helped us cater some food out here. We've had trays of food, so if you've come out here, you haven't been hungry. The protesters and everybody has been well taken care of. Not to be funny, but I know a lot of people are eating better here sometimes than they've been eating at home, you know. There's a lot of people that come by here and visit us, and we've made sure they left with food every night. We made sure the people have food, so it's about taking care of each other and standing strong. You know? So people, it's people out here baking cookies. There's people out here making cocoa and making all kind of stuff. It was baked goods over there in thermoses and everything. Much love to you, Amberly. Yeah, come on, man. People baking cookies and doing all kind of stuff and providing food and everything else for the people out here. That's deep. This is something I'll always remember. Like I said, justice for George. R.I.P. Mono. This hits home for a lot of people, you know what I mean? This hits home for a lot of people. But come tap in with us. A lot of people are still seeing us on Facebook or whatever, and there's a lot of people showing up. There's a lot of people still showing up. Oh, is there information about the city council meeting on Facebook? I'm not sure, Jonathan. A lady I know that's involved, you know, in that type of stuff, gave me the information, and she's told me to go down there. I think this is the second time she's told me to go down there. So, yeah. I mean, there's other things I would rather do than go to city council, but I'm going to go down there, you know, and just hopefully I can go down there with a group of people, and hopefully that does something. You know? So if you want to go down there with me, it's supposed to be at 7 p.m. tomorrow at City Council in Klamath Falls. I'm gonna be going down there. I'll be probably coming protesting and going to City Council, a mix of the two, you know? So hopefully some of my people will see this. No problem, John. It's just what somebody told me, and I'm gonna go. So, you know, you never know. Maybe that'll will spark an idea, or, you know, inspire somebody to add something different in the community. I don't know, you know. I'm not sure how many people will be going to the city council meeting, you know. From what I'm understanding, they going in there to talk about the budget or something like that. So, you know, everybody who's everybody, the people who call themselves power players, you know, are probably going to be down there trying to get the city to use the budget for a bunch of different things, you know. I don't know what I have the city to use the budget for, you know. These are crazy times, you know. I want to see people to come together and build the culture, not just for music, but people to come together in general. But this is such an awkward time we're in because the whole theme right now is to stay separated from people. The whole theme right now is for everybody to stay separate, which I'm not a fan of. Yes, you got to stay safe and take care of yourself, but you know, you can't keep people separate from one another. They making you scared of each other. Somebody got allergies and come by you and sneeze and you terrified. Not saying that you shouldn't take precaution and wash your hands and everything else. Washing your hands is something you should have been doing before the coronavirus or whatever else even happened. Since when is washing your hands new? Washing your hands ain't new. Come on. Not letting somebody cough in your face ain't new. Stop being scared of each other. Nah, man, for the most part, what I see up here, these people are not worried about COVID or anything like that. There's people been out here for weeks and people aren't sick or anything like that. You know? People don't take this much precaution in flu season. You know? People aren't out here. Some people got masks or whatever else. I wore this mask just more for the movement, you know? I wore this mask more for the movement than protecting myself. People aren't out here scared of, you know, a virus. They trying to interest in a world where everybody is separate and your only connection to the world is your Wi-Fi connection. That's where they're trying to take us to, where your only connection to the world is what you see on Facebook. Nowadays, they're knocking a lot of stuff off of Facebook because of fact checks. Well, who's checking these facts? Who's checking these facts? There are a lot of people they're banning from social media. But they want that to be the only form of communication you have with the outside world. Think about it. A lot of people you don't even call no more. You're Facebook messaging them. You're Snapchatting them. You're hitting them on Instagram. You don't even call people no more. You don't even go visit people. You're video chatting on Facebook Messenger. They're trying to keep everybody separate, and your only source of information is what you hear through social media. Eventually, they're going to be blocking what you say in your messages. So this is much bigger than just this issue. There's a lot of stuff that humans and the people need to come together about and stick together. Yes. I only show you what they want you to see. And now they blocking out what they don't want you to see. It's much bigger. Just like when they said, oh, these buildings are burning. We don't know who's burning these buildings. We don't know who's burning these buildings. That could have been anybody. Believe half of what you see, none of what you heard. If they can make movies, like I said before, with the somebody turning into the Incredible Hulk and Robert Downey Jr. hopping into an iron suit, flying around, they can make it look like anybody burning the building down. I don't believe nothing. I don't believe nothing. I wasn't there. Believe half of what you see, none of what you heard. We out here peaceful. It's the children. We having a protest. Children running around playing with each other. Young children running around, eating snacks, playing with each other while we standing out here with the movement. This is beautiful. People exchanging information. People having a healthy conversation with the officer right here. Much love to the officers that are taking the time to listen, that are good people. You know, this is a beautiful thing going on. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else right now. Where else I'm going to be? Ain't nothing going on around here. At home playing Call of Duty? Nah. Yeah. I'd rather be out here. Yeah, all being one together. Everybody coming together. Native, black, white, Mexican, Asian, Indian. I don't know if y'all can hear. I don't know if y'all have heard me, but I've seen many different people out here in this small town, and I'm sure many different people have seen many different people other places. I've seen Mexican people out here on a regular basis. I've seen white people on a regular basis. I've seen black people on a regular basis. Native American people. I've seen Asian people and Indian people from India out here. I've seen a mixture of everybody out here coming together, loving each other. That's what I've seen. Out here, we've been peaceful. We haven't had any tear gas shotting at us or rubber bullets. Thank goodness we don't got to deal with that out here. Much love to the people that are out there protesting the movement that do got to deal with that type of stuff. Because when people are shooting tear gas at you or rubber bullets, it puts you in a whole different mind state. Now you're on the defensive and you want to get aggressive because you know you're under attack. There's a lot of bystanders and passerbys that are having to deal with that type of stuff. But this is why we out here talking about the changes. I'm thanking goodness nobody's shooting no gas at me. So I don't know how I can handle that. I don't know how I can handle rubber bullets being shot in the crowd. I don't know how I can handle that. That makes me upset. Now, if you're going into a business and you taking stuff out of there and they shoot some tear gas at you, hey, you know, it's all fair. It's the Hunger Games. You got to make it out. That's different. What changes do I want, Michael? I want people to come together and love each other more. You know what I mean? And care about each other. That's it. I'm not asking anybody to be perfect. I'm not asking anybody to be a religious holy roller. I just want to see people come together of all races and love each other more. Because if we came together and loved each other, stuff like police killing each other, police kneeling on somebody's neck wouldn't happen. Stuff like Breonna Taylor wouldn't happen. Stuff like keeping Mexican men, women, and children in camps wouldn't happen if we loved each other more. You wouldn't let that happen to somebody you love. That's all I want. From there, everything will start filling in the blanks. They say justice for George. You know, hopefully those officers are charged. I don't know. That's a whole different story. The mug shots look like 8 different people. We don't know. That's a whole different story. To what end, Michael? As much as people can love each other, you know? Love is based on opinion, you know? You could buy somebody a granola bar and they think that's the best thing ever. You could buy somebody else a granola bar and they don't think that's nothing. You know, whatever love you think that is. You know? Sorry, I think there's something going on with my phone. Right quick. I think we're still attached to the Bluetooth. Yeah, I really don't know. I don't really know what your question is supposed to mean, Mike, you know, to whatever end you can love somebody. Love might be getting somebody a coffee, you know? Love might be, you know, protecting somebody from brutality. Love might be having some positive words for somebody, supporting somebody, whatever you think. How can we force it? We shouldn't have to force anything. You can't force anybody to do anything. Because that's where the problems come in. There's some people that don't have love in their hearts. There's some people that are angry. You can't, how can you force somebody? It's like standing out here with all these protesters today. There's a couple hundred people. Some people are on the street. Some people got their own message on their side. How could I force these people to do anything? They're out here with their own message. You could try to influence people. You could try to speak to people. That's all you can do. Can't force nobody to have love, just like you can't force nobody to love you. I'm sure we all been in a relationship or met somebody you tried to force to love you. It don't work. You got to move on. Move to where the love is at. Keep it moving. Go to where the love is at. Go to where people do love you. That's all we can do. Because if we have that love, a lot of these things wouldn't be happening. That's right. It's different languages of love. But, you know, if you have that love in your heart, you know, there's a lot of things you would see and you wouldn't think, oh, that's a black man being hurt, or, oh, those are just Mexican people in the camp, or, oh, those are just these people. No, you would think, hey, those are my people. You know what I mean? Those are my people. And you would get active. That's the love I'm talking about. I'm not asking you to fill out your taxes correctly every year. I'm asking you to love each other. So what reforms do we need in the government? I don't know, Mike, a lot. You know, I'm not really trying to be a politician or be that, you know. But obviously we need a reform with the culture that the police have. You know, obviously. We need a lot of reforms in many different things, you know, I could point out. I don't know if I'm the best person for that. You know, I know this in a way, this is political, but I'm really not trying to get too deep into politics and who you're voting for and telling you to hit the polls and all that stuff. I'm not really the person for that, you know. I have different views about different things. A lot of people have different views about different things. Unarmed police. Thank you. You look cool in your best friend's car. He's hanging out the side of his best friend's ride, trying to scream at me. People still coming by, flipping us off, but whatever. Unarmed police, I mean, I feel like police have to be armed in some aspect, but I feel like we have enough technology where you could detain someone or stop someone without using excessive force. I mean, that's what tasers and everything were for. You know, we have enough technology, you know, where you don't have to use this aggressive force. We have enough technology to be able to, you know, sedate a person or whatever else. I'm not even sure if we need tasers. I think we got enough technology to shoot a big bubble at somebody and they can calm down. Something, I don't know. But I feel like we have the technology to do it. Yes, I mean, you know, as much as we don't want to be police, there's always going to be some need for police, you know. There's always going to be a need for somebody to step in and hold up what's right. The problem is when people are not holding up what's right. There's domestic disputes. There's all kind of things where a third party needs to come and diffuse the situation. Yeah, more training, you know. More training, you know, something. I don't have all the answers, but you know, something needs to be done. If you're a lawyer and you do something, you know, bad, you get removed. If you work at your job and you go do something and have an infraction, you'll get removed. Why does this keep happening? This is not new. This is how it's always been. This is how it's always been in places, in the black communities and the Latin communities and communities of color. There's a lot of people that live in the suburbs and everything else that don't understand it because they've never been there. They think, oh, why don't you just behave and listen to what officers say? You see the gentleman, he was handcuffed. How else could he listen? What was he going to do? Wiggle his head and attack somebody? What more can you do? See, the gentleman was handcuffed and murdered. What more can you do? It's not about just listening to the police. Now, another scary part about it is they're talking about removing the police in a lot of places. Well, if you remove the police, well, what will there be then? There's going to be something. It's not going to be Mad Max. There's going to be something. What is it going to be? The military now? Chet wishes his stepdad would love you, but he never came back from buying cigarettes. You might be one of the dudes rolling around here antagonizing people, Chet, because your stepdad never came back. We don't know. I don't know what that has to do with this live, but hey, we appreciate you and your fake profile. Hope you're having fun. Lots of fake profiles online heckling. There's a lot of catfish out there. You seen the show Catfish, haven't you? There's a lot of catfish out here antagonizing the protesters on social media. Catfish. You go to their house, they're going to be on their grandma Wi-Fi connection, in there smelling like they've been at the gym, on Facebook antagonizing us with the catfish profile. You heard it here first. On McDonald's Wi-Fi, antagonizing us. They're never on their own Wi-Fi, because if they were on their own Wi-Fi, they'd have a real profile. Yeah, we don't want the military in the streets, Mike. But that's what I'm saying. You got to watch what's going on, and people need to come together, because it's a distraction. They'll have everybody marching and going against the police. You know, next thing you know, there won't be police. It'll be military. That's why you got to watch out and don't fall for the tricks and pay attention. A lot of people don't know that and realize it. This is really not even about the police. This is really not even about the police. This is about a system. It's about a system that allows this thing to go on, allows these type of things to go on. It's not even really about the police. All police ain't out there hurting people. There's a lot of dickhead police officers. So there's a lot of dickhead people. That's life. But this is just not about the police. This is about a system. This is bigger than racism. It's about a system. It's a lot of distractions. But yeah, we don't want the military in the street. We don't want people with rifles and everything else walking the streets and stuff all the time. Much love to you, Josh. I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to hold it down with the people. Much love to you. Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, so we out here, man. Getting a little quieter, but our voices are still being heard, you know? Much love, Mike. Thank you. I hope I, clarified and answered some of your questions to the best of my ability. I don't have all the answers. I'm not Mr. Perfect or Dudley Do Right. I don't know everything that should be done. I just know people need to love each other and come together and have each other's back the best they can. Less arguing on social media. Less arguing in general. These people are online arguing. Meanwhile, people are up top, sipping margaritas, having a good time. But we down here at the bottom of the totem pole arguing. Much love, Josh. Much love, Trixie. We appreciate you tapping in and, you know, having a kind message. Yeah, but I don't have all the answers. I don't know. You know, I didn't even organize this protest. I just come out, you know, use my platform and let my voice be heard and tap in with the people. You know, in order for us to make a change on a national level and on a global level, we have to start on a local level. So here we are starting locally, you know. Here we are starting locally. That's why we're doing this. We're starting locally. If all the people come together and voice this, who knows? John Lennon, not Legend, John Lennon. Imagine all the people coming together, trying to make a change, having love for one another. Why can't we live for, you know, nothing can be perfect, nothing could be a utopia, you know, but we can come together and try to have as much love as possible. We gonna argue, we gonna fight, that's cool. Nobody's perfect. We gonna have disagreements. Not everybody's gonna like each other. But you can respect each other. Just because you're not a fan of somebody don't mean you can't help them. Just because somebody's not a fan of you don't mean they can't help you. And that's what it's about. So, I think I'm going to shut this live down. We're still down here. You want to reach out to me? Go ahead. Like I said, I'm trying to go to City Council tomorrow at 7 p.m. If anybody has any more information about City Council and everything that's going on down there that want to brush me up, you know, on what's going on and how to attack the situation, please reach out to me. I need all the information I can get. We're still out here. We're going to be out here tomorrow, City Council tomorrow. Much love to everybody and stay safe. It's your boy, Wreck the Rebel, Lil Freddy, a.k.a. Flamingo Fred. Y'all know what it is. Much love to y'all. I'm getting out of here.
All right, everybody. We're down here at Sugarman's Corner. We're getting ready to go live for the Black March movement. Ugh, I can't speak today. Obviously didn't get much sleep. Everybody's gathering. We've got stuff set up. We're going to start from the Commons or the splash pad area, and we're going to walk down to Sugarman's and be headed down this way. So if you aren't down here, go ahead and head to the Commons, the splash pad, and we will meet you over there and start walking down. We have a lot of people here. We've got some guys over here that due to the COVID issues, they're staying in their car, but they're showing their support. Much love. Got everybody else gathering down here. Like I said, a couple people are already down at the Commons. This is a child-friendly protest, so if you would like to bring your children down, more than welcome. We have art supplies down here that they can do signs, or they can just decorate whatever they want to do. We have plenty of drinks and food and things of that nature. We got some bubbles for the kiddos and everything like that. Like I said, everybody's heading down that way. I'm going to have to hang out here, so it's probably going to get very boring. But as soon as they head back, I'm going to be showing them walking down here. We've had an issue with a gentleman here that says he's a business owner. He's parked in front of Sugarman's Corner. He's not really parked legally. He's kind of in between the lines. One of our people of color asked him if he was here to help with the protest. He said that he was a business owner conducting business, even though he's sitting in his vehicle with it running. And my major concern was one of the other women heard him say that we're locked and loaded. So the Downtown Association has been called. Police have been called just as a backup to kind of keep the peace in case there is an issue. Sugarman's Park has been rented out, so the electric is on. We have every right to be here. So, like I said, it's going to get a little boring with just me hanging out here for a while. But we got these two ladies, like I said, that are going to stay here and kind of keep an eye out with me as well, so I don't feel lonely. And hopefully we will have some live feed from the actual march down at the Commons. I think Rec is going to be down there heading that way, and I think there's going to be a couple other people maybe doing some live feed as well. So we got cars that are, some of them are pulling out, getting ready to go over there. Some of them parked down here so that way they could be ready for the march. They're actually meeting down at the Commons around noon, and I think they're going to start walking down here about 12:15. So they should get here, they said about 12:30. So I got to stay close by the stuff and keep an eye on it. Make sure there's no mayhem going on. But I love this lady. She's really nice. Has her sign on her window right there. She's trying to back up, and this lady's guiding her. Val and Nancy, I believe, is their names. So but yeah, we've tried to talk to this gentleman just to kind of find out what his intentions are, and he's really kind of an unpleasant fellow. He has a Bible sitting up on the front of his dash, not that there's anything wrong with that, but when he won't get out, he won't shut off his car, and he won't move, then it's a little bit of a cause for concern. So we're hoping there's not going to be any issues down here, hoping for a peaceful turnout. But just out of curiosity, just so we have this, just in case anything happens. This is why I like going live. We have our first policeman coming down here. Probably
put a sign on the back of his car. I don't know if you can see it.
I was just taking the license plate.
Me too, I took
yeah.
it too.
And we got our first police officer coming by.
Oh, good.
And I'm sorry, and you said your name was Nancy. Nancy, yeah. I was right. Okay. And since I'm on live and there's not a lot of people here, what brings you out today, Nancy?
Well, to support the movement. We're supporting the rights of people that have been violated for decades, centuries, and it's long overdue, and I'm thrilled that Klamath Falls is actually doing this. Mm-hmm. I think it's wonderful, and I applaud you for doing this, and to bring more faces out to let this town know that this action is supported. And I think we should take political action as well, as other states have, other cities have. It's long overdue.
And what would you say about the people who think that this isn't a Klamath Falls issue, that we shouldn't be doing this?
Oh, they're wrong. It's everybody's issue. It's everybody's issue. We all own this. We all need to support this, whether we live in a big city or a large city. It's an important movement. Obviously, people all over the world, Paris, Hong Kong, every country is doing this. So this is something that has been recognized, fortunately. Right. Sadly, but fortunately, that action has to be taken. So.
Have you participated in anything like this before?
Oh yes, yes. I go back to Vietnam.
Wow.
In San Francisco when I was going to college. We did marches. I've done marches. I've done labor strike. I've done boycotts. They've been for valid reasons that needed change. Mm-hmm. It's important to know that 100 years ago this year, women gained the right to vote. And this was done with protests. Otherwise, you and I wouldn't have the right to vote.
Right.
And so strong women and men came forward across the world, not only the nation, but here in Klamath Falls, by the way, there's a lot of women. I'm part of the League of Women Voters who made it happen where you and I have rights.
Right.
And it has to be done through peaceful protests. Some have been not peaceful, the civil rights. I marched in '65. So I am supportive of this.
How do you feel about the fact that, 40, 50 years later, we're still doing this?
Very sad.
Yeah.
I'm sad. And my heart's broken, but It's progress for civil rights, for women's rights, for labor rights. It takes time. It's not an overnight process, but you would think after Rodney King, you would think after the ones during our lifetime that we would change the laws, but I think this is the tipping point.
Right. And the thing that really floors me about it is most people don't understand that a lot of these issues didn't happen that long ago. You know, they want to put them way back, you know, women's rights, the civil rights movement. And, you know, you figure these things were like in the 50s and 60s. They weren't that long ago.
Right.
But everybody says it's not a Klamath issue, or it's not this issue, it's not that issue. And it's like you said, how do you get anything changed if you don't fight for it?
Exactly. And it's from small towns like us. I mean, we have a small town up in Alaska.
Hi, guys.
Hi, I have ice cream.
Okay.
So if you want to get water, we're gonna walk down.
No problem. Good to see you.
You've got small towns in Alaska. You've got small towns across the world fighting for this. This is, you know, the majority can't be wrong.
Right.
That they see a man who was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen it with all these murders in the last 10 years that have been coming forward because we have cell phones.
Mm-hmm.
And now, you know, it's a modern day lynching. And people are saying, enough.
Right.
Enough. This is not the America that we want.
Do you think that back in the time when the civil rights movement started taking place, had we had, you know, the access to internet, to cell phones, things of that nature, do you think that we may have been progressed more than we are now, just because people would have been more aware, they would have seen what's happening in these communities?
Maybe. It's hard to say. I think the era of the cameras make it so visual,
right,
that you can relate with your heart and relate that you wouldn't want your neighbor or anyone to go through that.
Right.
All we would see if we saw it back in the 50s and 60s on the newspaper and maybe on TV,
mm-hmm.
it's not the same. I think this has progressed because of the technology. And, you know, civil rights, we didn't until 65. I mean, you know, there's a lot of rights that have not been, you know, enforced and put into place legally. So.
That's this gentleman. The police have just showed up, so I think that they're going to... I'm going to step back. I'll be right back. Hi, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. What can I do for you?
Well, a couple people called earlier. This gentleman parked here. We talked to a couple of the other people of color here at the protest, and we just kind of asked him, you know, what his business was, because he left the vehicle running, and then one of the other ladies heard him say that we're locked and loaded. And he says he's a business owner, claims he's doing business, but he's just sitting here. So we're just a little concerned. You know, he hasn't done anything out of line, but we just kind of want to be cautious.
Okay, understandable. And
So-
I'll talk, I can't make him move his vehicle.
No, I understand.
But I can just make sure that nothing silly is going to happen.
Right.
So are you the one that's kind of in charge of this event?
I don't know if I'm in charge. I'm down here kind of keeping an eye on everything, making sure that I'm one of the organizers. Everybody's headed down to the Commons already, so.
That's what I mean, one of the people
Right.
organizing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm one of the organizers, so.
Okay, so I'm the supervisor on duty today.
Okay, nice to meet you.
You know, we're just asking that things stay peaceful.
Okay.
And I expect it will.
Right.
We haven't had any issues, any problems.
Right.
And just try to keep people out of the roads because we don't have any roads blocked off or anything.
Okay. And I've told them to stay on the sidewalk when they're marching down, so hopefully, you know, they'll adhere to that. I don't think there'll be a problem because we have children present. We don't want any issues happening.
And I don't see a problem either.
Okay.
But if there is one, let me know.
Okay.
Well, don't you view this as a blockade? Because, you know, if you have a, you know, boycott or anything, you know, obviously it's visual, and he's blocking it intentionally. You ask him nicely.
We can't make him move. I mean, it's on the weekends we don't enforce parking downtown.
don't?
No. It doesn't matter what the event is, we don't enforce parking. So
Right.
if he wants to sit here, he can sit here, unfortunately.
And I think our biggest issue is just making sure he stays peaceful. You know, if he's peaceful, we don't have as big of issue with it as long as he's peaceful.
Yeah.
So.
No, totally understand. We don't want any problems either. So.
Right.
I think Officer Amos, I'm talking to him right now.
Okay.
We'll let him know.
No, I appreciate you coming out. My name's Darnal, by the way.
Darnell, Chris.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
So I hope it all goes well.
Thank you. Thank you for your support.
How late do you guys think you'll be out here? Do you know?
I believe it'll probably be like 3:30, 4 o'clock-ish at the latest. Because I think, if I remember right, one of our admins reserved the park, I want to say till 3:30.
Oh, okay.
So, and we have, I believe, the electric and everything turned on. So we'll be out here about that time. But I think after that, we'll be kind of clearing out. There might be some people that come for their nightly, evening protests. Those are different. But I think we'll be clearing out of here about that time. So, okay.
Just let you know you're being recorded as well.
Okay, no problem. No, I do this live every time I'm out here, and I'm doing that with everything because this is letting everybody know what's going on. It's nothing against you. It's just
I understand.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. All right. No. 2061 records audio. 906-0977. That's the Scotia.
So while I'm going to come back over here. We got one of our. Hey, you're just gonna chill out here?
Yeah, I was just waiting to see what was going on. I didn't know Jane calling from over there.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on.
Well, we
didn't
just.
want to interfere though, so.
No, we're good. Hi.
You guys have water? You guys have snacks?
Yeah, we brought everything.
We got signs, dry
Yeah.
records for kids. Oh.
Yeah.
Darnell, I got some.
I'm Darnell, by the way. Sorry. Nice to meet you. Oh, those are so cool.
Dry erase too, so they can. And they're two-sided, so they can
And if it gets hot.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
Nice
it.
little pack.
I told her, I was like, we should have brought some sunscreen because myself and a couple of other ginger girls, like, we're gonna burn bad.
Not you getting melanoma like I've got and you have to go to the
Oh.
doctor all the time.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm hoping not to get that. And the cancer kind of runs on my mom's side of the family, so I'm hoping to avoid that.
How I grew up, how I sunburned all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fortunate that that's all I have. So.
Hi.
You can't complain.
Yeah.
Marisa? No.
No.
I don't recognize you.
The masks do, yeah. No, and like with this is just a precautionary. Like I told him, and a lot of people were really concerned. To me, as long as he's peaceful, it's fine. I just wanted to make sure there was no issue because, we just kind of asked him. He kept the van running, and he pulled up right as we were doing this. And I just like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And he was really belligerent, so we just kind of want to make sure everything's okay.
So he didn't even know this was going on today.
Oh,
he literally
okay.
had no idea. He's parked here waiting for a client. He's a plumber and said, well, I'll meet you down on Main. And
Okay.
so he has no,
Okay.
like he's moving here in a few minutes.
Okay. That's fine. And like I said, I didn't care as long as he's peaceful, but we have a lot of people that are very cautious. So for me, it's like I told him, he hasn't yelled anything, he hasn't started anything, but so he's been friendly for the most part.
Well, my intention was to come down here and talk to one of you guys anyway.
Okay.
Just to let you know who I am and what
Okay.
what our hopes are for you, just mostly to keep people on the sidewalk.
Right.
Or on the sidewalk.
Okay. And when they get down here, fully down here, and I'll let them know, stay on the sidewalk, stay over here in this area, stay off the street.
The march is on the sidewalk
Yeah.
as well. It's
Because I told them stay off the street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
were planning. It's been planned for the
Yeah.
whole time to be a sidewalk march,
And that's what I saw.
planning on making sure that everybody stays on the sidewalk. If they start to wander, we'll definitely get them corralled. But maybe have somebody. Is it okay if we have a couple people walking on the sides and then merge into the crosswalk and then stay on the sides in the parking spaces to make sure that they don't move?
We just ask you stay on the side.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's not for any reason other than I would hate to see somebody
No, I
in a
understand.
peaceful protest get hit by a
Yeah,
car.
no,
It's
for
Right.
sure.
going to ruin the whole
Right.
purpose of what your guys'
Well, and I told them.
intentions are.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I was explaining because we had a couple people that were like, well, we'll have the kids there, and I told them, we need to make sure they're corralled in, they're not running off or anything like that, like you said, because you don't want them hit or anything like that. So we discussed that long before, and I think a lot of us admins, we feel that way about it. Like we're not here to cause an issue. We're not here to try to disrupt anything or tear anything apart. We want it to be peaceful. And I told him the best way to.
City block or anything.
Yeah, we told him the best way to do that is to stay on the sidewalk, not be blocking traffic. Because my biggest thing is, I'm a veteran. I understand what you guys are out here doing. I understand it's hard, and it's not easy being in your guys' position. And on top of that, we don't need you guys blocked on the street. We don't need, you know, fire department or anybody else, any emergency services blocked, or anybody else that needs to get to the job. So,
What
you
branch
know.
of service were you in?
Army.
Okay.
Yeah, 51 Mike.
What years?
Let me pull. I was pulling back 2003 to like 2005. Got out on a medical. Have asthma, so they told me I could.
Now you're making me feel old. I was in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. No, it's. I feel old every time somebody mentions it because you feel like it's just yesterday, and then it's like. Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, you take it easy. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
I can't tell if I'm wearing my mask the right way or the wrong way. I don't know.
No, and I have to actually think about the years because I don't keep track of it. Like I pull back and I'm like, when the hell was I in there?
Yeah, right.
But no, that was the thing. Like he was kind of belligerent with Sean when Sean talked to him because he's like, well, I'm here for business and I'm conducting business, and he's like, I have nothing to do with whatever you're doing over there. But somebody said something about him being locked and loaded, and I was like, well, that's kind of concern. So
yeah, I don't know why you need to mention that.
Hi.
The way I heard it from Jen was that it sounded like he was like here protecting a business, saying I'm locked and loaded and I have a business and I have the ability to be here, whatever. So that was, to me, I was like, well, if we're already having that kind of crap starting, it doesn't make sense because it's a kid friend, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this makes way more sense that he was just meeting somebody here.
Yeah. Hopefully, everything will go peaceful. I'm hoping so. I mean, people need to understand, you know, we got kids and stuff down here, and that's not what we're about.
Right.
So.
Well, there's already those comments like, I'm getting locked and loaded, everybody.
I'm just gonna take a shot of everything we got here. We got like, Alexa brought the ice down. I didn't get a chance to put any of the water or anything in there since we were dealing with that. But yeah, everybody's been bringing food, waters. Got apple cider and hot chocolate because at night it gets kind of cold down here.
Yeah.
I was drinking like 3 or 4 hot chocolates last night. I was cold. Now the only thing I should have brought was sunscreen because we're gonna burn.
Yeah. For sure.
So I'm gonna let those ladies know what's going on too, so they don't freak out. Hello.
Hi.
Morning. So he's apparently a plumber, and he's supposed to be meeting a client down here. And he said that they told him that as soon as he met his client, he would be leaving. So
there's a Bible on top of it.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Well, first of all, and he's got it running.
Mm-hmm.
So air conditioning for.
Right. Well, and I told him kind of like, you know, he's been here since we started setting up and everything like that. Like, yeah, he hasn't really been nasty. He hasn't yelled anything, but they said they're going to keep an eye on anything, and he gave me his name and everything like that. So he said, you need anything, you let us know.
Good.
So.
The only thing, I think when the rest of them get here, just march around them.
Right.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, the thing is, he wants us out of the street. The police officer's like, I need to know you guys are going to stay out of the street. And I was like, yeah, we'll stay out of the street. So, because the biggest thing is, with him not...
You see that sign right there?
Mm-hmm.
On my window?
Oh, yeah.
Take a sign like that, put it on the back of this van.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely keep an eye on him and see, you know, make sure that he is actually here, you know, for the purpose he stated. So, because we have children here, and I want to make sure that this is going to be peaceful.
No, sure.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
But.
Thank you.
Yeah, those are cute.
Yes, thank you.
Even at shoes.
Me and my comfy ones.
Yeah.
I can't wear flat shoes.
Yeah.
Well, there's Victor. Is that Victor over there?
I don't know. This is Matt over here. You can come say hi, Matt. This is one of our other admins that helps.
Very well. Glasses keep fogging up. Hi, Pat. Hi, Valerie. I'm Matt, for those of you who don't know me. Any questions or anything? Oh, okay. Yeah. Just have fun. It's going to be peaceful.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to head down there.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your help.
Message me if you need anything else.
Will do. Yeah, I'm just out here holding down the fort with these ladies. They're out here helping me, so that's nice.
Right.
Everybody was worried about leaving me here alone, apparently, and I wasn't too worried about it. But we got some good officers on staff today.
It's lock and load time.
Hi.
So I have been.
Hi there. Thank you. I'm Darnell, by the way.
Victor.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, the ladies, some of the ladies are over there. Everybody kind of headed down there. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on stuff.
Keeping
so,
an eye on this, huh?
yeah. Thank you.
See you probably later.
Oh yeah. See you later. Yeah, we got lots of people that bring us stuff. We have a couple of people who brought some hot chocolate from Dutch Bros, which, let me tell you, is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love their hot chocolate. And then we have some people that bring, you know, some pizza, tacos. It's just really nice.
That's right.
So, whew. Trying to see what time it is. 12:17. So they're going to be heading down here shortly. I don't know how close I'm going to be able to get shots of them. I believe they're going to be walking on this side of the street. And like I said, I'm hoping Rec is doing live feed from the other side just so you can kind of get the view down there of what's going on. And there's going to be a lot of kids, a lot of families down here. There is also going to be a council meeting tomorrow at 7 p.m. And it's going to be discussing how the city handles kind of like situations like this and the protests. Which I was going to ask you, ladies, not to interrupt. How do you feel about the council meeting tomorrow night and the topics that are going to be discussed? Are you going to be there?
I think Emma Maris wrote a letter to the mayor, and I forget who else. And the Klamath Democrats signed on to that as well to express our dissatisfaction with the leadership here in Klamath.
Right.
But a year ago, the Democrats went before the county commissioners, the city council, and chamber of commerce, and asked them to do something about changing the image of this town because we had that terrible sign guy that would be
right.
Total deaf.
Yes.
They did nothing. And until the leadership, and I just had a conversation with Kelly Minty Morris, until they start standing up and standing with the protesters and taking a stand and stop catering to the gunslingers and the thugs in this town, it's going to continue.
How do you feel about the fact, like down here at the protest, that you don't see a lot, a lot of the, you don't see a lot of like the council members or just other people in general? Right.
She's a council member.
Okay.
She's a county commissioner. And I went to her, Phil Studenberg. I think Phil Studenberg may have been down here. But
he was,
the point I'm making is these city leaders have not come out. I mean, first of all, with the pandemic, of them pushing for businesses to be open, it's way too soon still. And they're not listening to the rest of us. And this is where I feel most of the elected seats here are held by Republicans. And this is a Republican territory. And our voices are not being heard. And until we start electing more progressive people, we're not going to get heard. It's going to continue to stay the way it is. And what we should probably do is start putting up signs saying, drive through Klamath Falls, do not stop because it's not safe. That's what we should start doing.
How do you feel about the way that some of the people conducted themselves down here at the first protest?
Oh, it was horrible with the people out with their guns. I wasn't down here for that one, but I had heard about it. So take a look at the campaign office for the Republicans. That's a shame. I put it out on social media. You don't even have to say anything as a caption for that. It speaks 1,000 words. It tells you exactly what they stand for and who they stand for. So we don't get the representation here. I want a party that's going to represent everybody, not just some of the people. And in Klamath, it's been going on for way too long. But yet we had 2 county commissioners that were under ethic violations, and still they got voted in. Now, grant you, the majority of the voters here are Republican, but they have got to start opening their eyes. They cannot continue.
And then I also wanted to talk about, too, if you'll permit me, the type of election tactics used in the sheriff's race as well.
Right.
There's been a lot of conversation about how Kaber came back into power, and that was not exactly the most on the up and up election tactics.
Nope.
So for those people at home who maybe don't understand, what happened, can you maybe kind of explain it, just dumb it down for everybody so they get it?
For the sheriff's department?
Correct.
Right. You had an independent that was running, and you had a Republican that was running. Kaber's been in here for I don't know how many years he's been sheriff, but you have to look at the overall record of what he's done and what he's accomplished. And the same with the guy that I feel bad for what was the other guy's name?
Mogul.
Who?
Mogul.
Who's Mogul?
Oh, you mean Craig.
Craig.
Darren Craig. Yeah, Darren Craig. I feel bad for him because he's working for this guy. You can imagine what it's like.
Right.
But anyway, I was disappointed to see that Kaber got in again. I think that I wish that Klamath voters would stand up and to make the change. And they're just not going to do it. And I don't know what else to say.
Well, and from what I understanding, a vote for Mogul, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, was essentially a vote for Kaber.
Yes.
Because
they were trying to split the votes as much as they could. Well, that's politics, and they're going to do that.
Right.
It's not the right thing to do. We've even heard, as far as why Alex Spencer got in, is that a lot of Republicans changed to Democrats so that they could vote for her.
Right.
To put a weak candidate in on the Democrat side. And I'm not saying that she's a weak candidate, but she got in. She won the primary. She is the Democrats' candidate. It's going to get even dirtier, and it's even going to get hotter.
Right.
With the water issues that are coming down now and what's happening, I think it's interesting, this last rally that they had with the farm equipment.
Right.
They never mentioned that accident where the woman got killed. Was part of that. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Okay. Her name was Cheryl Riggs. Cheryl Riggs was in that campaign, in that rally. She was on an ATV, and they were going out to a place where they were rendezvousing to speak. Walden was there. And she made the left-hand turn going into the ranch where this was being held. And a truck was passing and didn't see her, hit her and killed her, injured the other passenger. There was a little blurb in the Herald and News about her death. Didn't say she was with the rally. Made sure that they stayed away from the rally completely.
Right.
But that's the kind of crap that's going on down here. And it's a shame because we've made national news.
Right.
But not in a positive
way.
In a negative way. That this is a gunslinging town and Republicans are in charge.
Right.
Well, like me looking.
Yeah, I was looking, I didn't know who these gentlemen were. These are new people for me, so.
I think you're going to get a lot of people. We did put out to all the Dems to get down here.
Nice.
So we did put the message out to them, and we had it out on social media for about the last 3-4 days.
Okay.
Helen Mansfield is the one who contacted us and asked us to.
Oh, nice.
To do this.
Nice.
So I put out to the Dems that a lot of them that didn't feel comfortable, that decorate your car and come and sit in your car.
Right.
And be part of it.
Yeah, just show support. That's like I tell people, you can't, even if you can't come out here and protest every night or whatever, there's all different ways to lend your movement, to the cause.
And I think that doing a car rally with just having your signage on your car with the COVID-19, I think that's a good way to do it too.
Yeah.
It just drives slowly.
Yeah.
I've been up there in that parking lot right there.
Yeah, we were up there last week.
New ones, and then Wednesday night we were both up there in that parking lot right there.
And I know that some people feel the Dems have not been coming out and giving their support. That's not true. A lot of these people that I have seen here at the protest are Dems.
Right.
And I recognize them and I know who they are. So the Dems are out.
Right.
We're not putting signs on our forehead saying that we're a Dem. But we are here. We are supporting. And I know some of your organizers don't feel that we are, but we are.
I think for me, and I don't know, I can't speak for everybody else. My concern was just, like I said, the council members. And then when I started finding out, like Phil had come down here.
I know has been down here.
And he talked to one of our other admins, Jonathan, I believe, and he just kind of asked him, what do you want to see out of this? What changes do you want to see? So I think a lot of people, hopefully, you know, they'll speak tomorrow at the council meeting and be able to get across, you know, what we're looking for. Because my concern was, you know, I can understand people wanting to protect their businesses, but some of the people that were standing across here that were exposing their genitals and yelling racial slurs, those were not people protecting their businesses.
Trying to provoke you.
Exactly.
And that's what they're trying to do. So the best thing you can do is just ignore them and don't get into confrontations
That's
with
it.
them. But what I expect the City Hall and county commissioners and Chamber of Commerce, which is all Republicans, well, Phil's not a Republican.
Right.
But I want these leaders, including religious leaders, to get out here and start standing on the side of right.
Right.
You know, sitting on that fence and thinking that you know, you don't want to upset your voters, you're going to get a sliver up your ass one of these days.
Yep.
You can't keep sitting on the fence. We can't do it anymore, and we're not going to be quiet. There's an injustice, not just with the justice system, and not just with the police. It's in our courtrooms. It's in everything. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And now is the time to stop it. And so I think the protest, what the protesters, it's got to be more than just Black Lives Matter. That is the gist of it. But it's the economic injustice that's going on for everybody.
I agree. And I appreciate you coming out and supporting us. I really do, because it's nice to have other people's opinions. Yeah. It really is.
And a lot of people are on the side of the protesters.
Right.
But when you see these guys with their AR-15s and threatening, a lot of people would stay away from it.
I drove through town at 7:30 that first night, and it was so intimidating. I drove through town and went home. They were standing out on the outside of their cars, out in the street with their assault rifles hanging off of them and guns, and laughing at people as they went by.
Right. Yeah.
They're just trying to provoke. And I won't be surprised that when we've done rallies, they send their trucks with black smoke.
Oh yeah, they've done it to us numerous times. Yeah, every night. And that's the thing for other.
See, why aren't the police down here, sitting here to prevent it?
We've called a couple times, but yeah.
This is what I want our police force to do. I don't want them out there because some guy who's inebriated is sleeping in his car, and they decide they're going to get him out and then end up shooting him.
Right.
That's another, instance where the cops had no business doing what they did.
Right.
Overreach of power is what
Yeah,
it is.
it's the overreach of power, and it's
trigger,
even here
and
in
trigger
Klamath.
hungry. They have a loose trigger on how they deal with any type of arrest.
And well, talk to women that have
citizen.
called women. I know a woman who called for abuse. She was being abused by her husband, and when the cops got there, they took his side.
Wow.
And under Oregon statutes, they have to arrest one person when there's no domestic abuse. That's the Oregon statute.
And that,
so
the other thing,
one is going to be charged.
Right.
So if there's not a clear picture and they side with the man, and the woman gets arrested, then it is an injustice on that side. But we have a trigger-happy environment going on in our United States.
Yeah.
Right.
It's systemic.
The shoot first, ask questions later.
Shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah.
And it's terribly frightening for anybody.
Yeah.
You never know if you get pulled over, what can happen. You don't know.
Well, if you're
caught in
white,
a
you don't
trap.
have anything to worry about. But if you're minority, black, Hispanic, Asian, my heart would be beating 100 times faster. But because you don't know what these cops are going to do. I had a girlfriend that I worked with. She was on business in Arkansas. It was about 2 a.m. She was coming back. She had been at a bar, and she did have some alcohol in her. Anyway, she's on this deserted road out in the country, heading back into town to go to the hotel. Cop pulls her over. She wouldn't get out of the car. He reached in, dragged her out of the car through the window.
Wow.
Through her window. This was in Arkansas. She said her biggest fear was she really didn't know if he was a cop or not.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's a legitimate fear.
She's on a dark road, and what he didn't know is her father was an FBI agent. So
I'm just gonna pull out. I'm gonna see if I can see them walking down the road. I don't know if they're coming yet, and I can't check my thing while I'm on live that well. So I'm just kind of looking. I don't see them marching down here yet, but we're just kind of. Oh, hi. How you doing?
Hi.
I'm Darnell.
Hi, I'm Todd.
Oh, nice to meet you.
You recording, are you?
Oh yeah, I record all the time. We record all these protests.
Well, I'm here to share the story of the man that this corner is named after.
Nice.
His name was Kiva Sugarman. He was a Jewish businessman who came here in 1906, and he started a clothing store. And he adopted the slogan, "I ain't mad at nobody," and he used it in all his advertising for years and years, so that no matter what people were arguing about, he just said, "I ain't mad at nobody."
Nice.
And we thought that was an interesting sentiment for people to think about.
So how do you feel about the Black Lives Movement here?
I'm not here to state an opinion about that today. I'm
just here for this?
Tell the story of Mr. Sugarman.
No problem. So we got some pamphlet things down here if you guys want to come down and take a look. I'm going to get in the shade so I can actually kind of read this because I can't see. It says, I'm half blind here. Kiva Sugarman was a Jewish businessman who operated a clothing store at the corner of 6th and Main Streets from 1919 to 1945. Born in Romania in 1878, Sugarman immigrated to America in 1900. After spending a few years with relatives in Portland, he moved to Klamath Falls in 1906, immediately opened a men's clothing shop. He steadily built his business over the years and became an active in local civic affairs. Although there was no synagogue in the area, he faithfully celebrated his Jewish heritage, diligently observing the Sabbath while also offering a wildly publicized Yom Kippur sale at his store every year. A staunch Republican, Sugarman was proud and a patriotic citizen. His business career spanned World War I, the Great Depression, the Holocaust era, and World War II. Even after moving to California in retirement, he was long remembered in Klamath Falls for the advertising slogan that he used for many years, "I ain't mad at nobody." Sugarman's Corner is a pocket park on Main Street that was dedicated in Sugarman's memory on September 3rd, 2018. Has a picture of the store and the gentleman up top. And let me see. And memorial. So I got to ask, are you concerned that they might try to take the statue down, or you just want to kind of spread the knowledge of what this park's for?
Well, just to help people remember who Mr. Sugarman was.
Right.
We've got this sign here that has his name on it, but hardly anybody knows why it's here.
True. Yeah, it's good to bring some information to people because I think a lot of times things are named after people and they don't really understand, the purpose behind it.
Yeah, and I find him to be kind of an inspirational character, being Jewish in Klamath Falls at a time when there was no synagogue nearby and there was no one that he could gather with, but yet he still honored his traditions and get peace with everyone, get business with everybody.
Nice. Well, and especially during both world wars. I mean, that's a heck of a time to be.
Yeah, during the Holocaust and everything, he was still able to do business in this town as a Jewish, and he didn't hide the fact that he was Jewish. It was in the paper. He'd take out full-page newspaper ads,
nice,
advertising his not-for-profit Yom Kippur sales.
Nice. Well, I appreciate you bringing awareness because to be honest, I didn't know either. So it's nice to have the knowledge.
Right.
Yeah.
I might take the rest of the day off.
Yeah. Did the building actually stand here?
That in that picture right there? We're sitting where that
okay
building was.
That's what I was wondering. I'm a history buff. Obviously I don't know as much as I should, but I like to know the history of the buildings and things like that, so that's pretty neat. What happened to the building?
Burned down.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's sad.
About, I don't know, 20 years ago.
Oh, thank you. That's the problem too. Everybody keeps asking me questions. I've got people messaging me like, "Did I miss the march? Where are you guys?" And I'm like, "I'm live, so I can't really answer that well." Supposed to be guarding the stuff over here. No, I appreciate that though, seriously, because it is nice to know, our history and what things are named for. So I'm glad there is actually a park here because it was kind of just a waste of space before. There wasn't anything here.
Yeah, well, nobody rebuilt after the previous building burned down.
Right. Nice. So are you a local historian, or?
I work at the local history museum.
Nice, nice. And is that the one down here?
Yeah.
Pointing down this direction, obviously, it would be helpful. The county museum, correct?
Right, yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's nice. Is there more information down there on him, or is it kind of just a little speck, or?
No, we've got quite a bit of information about him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he moved to California for his retirement, and his wife passed away shortly after they moved. And he was kind of forgotten after that, but his slogan lived on. A lot of people remembered his slogan.
Mm-hmm. It's nice. November 3rd.
Yeah, we think so highly of it. We actually had some little stickers printed up.
I like those. Yeah, let me get the close-up of those. Nice. And I'm sure it's going to be nice too when everybody gets down here, so they can learn the history of that too. And you know, I mean, obviously being down here at this corner and learning the history behind it. So yeah. Like I said, I appreciate that, because not everybody does know. It's something we need to keep an eye on. We need to know our history.
Well, that's the important thing about history, is we can't really understand where we're going if we don't know where we've been.
Exactly. I agree with that. Yep. Well, thank you very much. So we got more people showing up. Hi, guys. Thank you. Yeah, the food's right there, and then we're putting all the like decorative, like if we want to do any decorations or anything, just on the table. But yeah, all the food and stuff over here. It's all good. Okay.
Better spot.
Oh, no worries.
Hi. My name's Christina.
I'm sorry, Darnell.
Hi, Darnell.
Nice to meet you.
I'm glad you guys are here.
Yeah. We got more guys showing up, sitting here. We got a couple family here. Keep in mind, too, that this vehicle is still here, even though they were supposed to be doing business. So, still here. Not quite sure why a plumber's waiting this long for somebody to show up, but whatever. But I'm just trying to see if I can see them marching, and I don't see them yet. I think they may be way, way down there.
Are they coming on the sidewalk or street?
Sidewalk. Yeah, it's all going to be sidewalk. We talked to, and I assured the policeman earlier that it's going to be sidewalk only, so we need to keep everybody on the sidewalk, because that's their main concern right now, is safety. So, but we do have more support here. We've got some Democrats that have come down. We've got a gentleman from the county museum that is sharing history about Kiva Sugarman, who this corner is named after, Sugarman's Corner. I found it pretty interesting, actually. Got some stickers down here, handing out some stickers to the kiddos, which is nice. But yeah, anybody wants to come down, more than welcome. Hi there. I don't know if you're doing handshakes, but nice to meet you. I'm Darnell. Oh yeah, elbow bumps. Father?
No, I'm a pastor.
Pastor. Ah, nice. Nice. It's good to see some of our local people here. Yeah, appreciate it. Darnell. Yeah. Yeah. I'm here holding down the fort until they get down here, so.
Who's coming?
Black Lives Matter. They're doing their march down here.
Oh, they're marching.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to be on this side or the other side, but they're marching on the sidewalk, so. Want to keep an eye out, but I don't want to step out in the street. So. We got people talking here from all different age groups and all different areas of life, which is kind of nice.
How many people?
For the march, I haven't seen them yet. That's what I'm trying to see. And if they're down there, they're way down there. And people are messaging me, but with me being live, I can't really check it as well. So, Jonathan's messaged me asking me if he missed the march. Pause. I had to answer a question. I got my chat going off, so which I've got my Pokemon chat going off, and then I've got my, well, the Black Lives Matter chat going off, so. I'm really hoping we can start seeing something here shortly. Not really sure, like I said, which side of the street they're gonna come on. I do think it's this one, but we may have more people showing up because I know some people were running late. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, I run a local Pokemon Go group. That's what I was talking about. And I have a chat group and a Facebook group, so I have those notifications go off periodically while I'm doing this. And so I try to answer both, or I kind of have to ignore everything. The thing I really like too so far is how professional the police have been today, and just kind of overall just worried about you know, the safety of the group and stuff like that, which has been really nice. We already have this woman over here with her children, and she's decorating some stuff, which is pretty nice. Hi. It's a bubbles and everything.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to keep him out of it. I heard you say your name was Darnal.
Yes.
Nice, Dory.
Nice to meet you, Dory.
Are you organizer here, or just?
I'm one of them. Yeah, I'm just.
Person two for the.
Yeah, I'm just.
My name is Ethan.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Ryan.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just down here kind of keeping an eye on everything while they're marching, so.
I was going to do that, but with them, I was like.
No, I understand.
Last time we had to leave early, so I was like, I can't walk down and then walk down again with them. So.
No, that's fine. It doesn't bother me. It saves, hopefully, from me from getting burned, but I told people I should have brought more sunscreen. We got a couple of gingers in our group that just burn bad. So I'm just trying to keep an eye out, see if I can see them coming down. I'm sorry? I wouldn't think so. I know they were supposed to start down, I think about 12:15, and I know it should be, it's 12:44 right now, so. Okay. Yeah, they posted two kind of different times, and I told them we need to kind of be careful about, you know, the times because it's conflicting, so. Because we had a couple of our members think 12:30.
It can be confusing for people.
It is. Let me see if I can see anything. They're pulling way back. So I think I can see heads down there. Way down there. I know you guys probably can't see anything. And if I'm correct, it looks like they're marching on this side of the street. So hopefully they'll be down here soon. We do have a couple people down here just walking around that have their MAGA hats on. I'm probably not saying that right, I don't know. Make America great again. But, you know, that's their right. It's their freedom. So, my main concern, like I said, is still this gentleman who's just still sitting here. So, we need to keep an eye on that. That's what I'm trying to see. I think I see head movement way down there, but it's hard to tell. Rec just went live, so I imagine they're moving right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other gentleman that we've got down there.
Mm-hmm. Can you see them?
I can't on here because I'm doing this one.
I see. Okay.
That's why we have two different lives. He's live streaming them. I'm live streaming here. They're down at the Commons at the splash pad.
Oh, I was down there.
Yeah,
so
and they're.
When you say they're on what? Where?
There's Sean. They're going to be.
No, where would you see it in media?
Media, it's on Facebook. There's a gentleman called Frederick.
Yeah, I saw him last night on Klamath Falls Peaceful Protest.
Right. And
he's
because I'm on there too, but he's live streaming down there, I'm live streaming down here. So if you get on there, you can probably see it. He may be posting that.
Well, I want to see it when I get home. I'm not good at managing multiple
Right.
things.
No, he'll probably post it on there, and I'll talk to him and make sure he posts that. Yeah. Are you on the site?
I got accepted last night. I found it yesterday, and I was accepted yesterday.
Okay. I talked to the police. They said that supposedly they questioned him, and he's stating that he is a plumber. He is waiting for one of his clients to meet him down here, but he's still been down.
Is it
yes.
Plumber? What business?
I don't know. Didn't say.
My husband's a plumber. We pretty much know all the plumbers.
They did come. Both two policemen came down, talked to him, checked him out, and they talked to him, and they went on about his way. They said there's really nothing they can do because he is, just parked. He's not doing anything. But they said if there was any problems to get a hold of him again, which it's Officer Zupan is one of the officers on. So
881 KEK. Isn't that the license plate?
Yeah, KEK. Yeah.
So I don't
yeah, and
know.
I took it on the live stream.
Not me.
I was gonna bring. We were doing a protest for the Jordan Cove pipeline, and we went to a pre-meeting, and they gave us a thing about security for doing these events.
Right.
And I was going to bring it to give to whoever was leading.
Oh, they're on this side.
I left it.
Sorry, I'm not trying to cut you off. I seen them walking. I'm going to try to move up a little bit more. They are moving up. If you guys want to see it, I can finally see them. They're on the other side of the street. I don't know how well you can see them. I'm trying not to get in the street too much, but I want you guys to kind of see. They're on the right side of the street, so. But they are walking down. Sorry, I'm trying to get a view of that so I can see where they're at, but.
I just want to ask you what you would like me to do. I'm the one you just talked to on the phone.
Yes. Well, I didn't talk to you, but somebody called. I don't know who called you, to be honest.
Okay, well, I called. Was it you I talked to when I called back?
No, I just talked to you out here. I'm not sure who called you, to be honest.
Somebody hung up on me and said, "Oh, their rights matter more than ours because I can't make him leave."
Oh no, I've tried to tell these guys that it doesn't matter. He hasn't said anything. He's still sitting here, so I don't know who's here. I don't know if it was one of them in the car or not. Because they seem to be really worried that he's still here, and I told him, don't worry about it. He's not yelling, he's not screaming, he's just sitting there.
And he gave us full rights. He goes, "You can search my van. I don't even know how to walk."
Okay. I'll talk
again just to make sure.
I'll talk. Was it a woman or a man?
It was a woman.
Woman and man. Okay. Let me find out. Let me go ask them and see if it was them. No, I don't have an issue.
She feels like we're not protected. She yells at me and says, "You're not protecting the kids." This and that. It's like we can only do so much. If somebody's legally parked, not guys in the park,
right.
You can't force them to leave any more than we can cause anybody else.
Well, that's just it. No, I understand. Let me see if it was one of these guys. So somebody apparently called him back and stated that our rights don't matter. He shouldn't be here. Da 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 da. But the problem is he's here peacefully, like he hasn't done anything, and he even told them that they could search his vehicle. So there's not much they can do about it. Here's the protest coming down. Sorry, it's a little blurry. Trying to get this straightened out. I'm dealing with police issues too, so. We got a big group coming. Stay on the sidewalk! Stay on the sidewalk! They have insisted they want them on the sidewalk. It's a safety issue.
Well, I understand that.
Yes.
Because we're not supposed to be blocking traffic. Get on the sidewalk! Get on the sidewalk! Sidewalk! Dude, get on the sidewalk! We cannot have that! We cannot have this going on. We need on the sidewalk. I have already talked to the police and I have assured them this is going to be peaceful. Get on the sidewalk.
Get off the street. We are being peaceful. Get on the sidewalk.
Sorry.
That's okay.
We are being peaceful. We are here to be peaceful.
We do not attack vehicles. We do not do any of this. We are here to be peaceful. Do not lose that. I'm an admin here. I need to have cooperation. That's what we're here for.
I'm looking at my wife.
This is the other thing that gets irritating, is when we have people out here every night protesting this, and then we get people that come out here because they want to be seen, and they don't have any respect for what we're trying to do.
No peace! No justice! 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 No peace!
We need to keep them on the sidewalk. Because I've already talked to the police, and they want them on the sidewalk. I assured them there was not going to be a safety issue. Because I'm having to deal with this issue here. I don't have time to do that. And I have to keep an eye on all that stuff over there.
They'll be all right.
Because we can't have people almost getting hit and stuff.
People are purposely, like, they could go in the other lane. People are purposely trying to do it. So, I mean, we're here now.
I know, but I'm just saying, they asked us to stay on the sidewalk.
It's hard to control everybody. I really don't care about blocking the street at this point. I'm trying though.
Don't shoot! Every day, don't shoot! Don't shoot!
I'm just saying, some of us have been out here almost every night, and we're trying to keep it peaceful.
But there's never not been any peace. So
What I'm saying is, if you're in the street, blocking the street,
nothing's happening.
I already talked to the police before you guys got down there. See, this is what happens when we have people that come down here that don't respect things.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
See, my frustration comes when I tell them to stay on the sidewalk, and then I have some girl yell at me and tell me I don't have to do that.
Yes, you do.
I'm trying to work with the police.
That's the youth.
Yeah.
That's youth. They're great, but they're not very bright on certain things.
I agree with you.
They'll learn.
Sense of entitlement.
They're excited. They think they can do whatever they want to. I remember doing the same thing.
The problem is, well, and then they're like, well, we can't control them. That's the whole point.
Are those the guys against protesting us?
No, they're more of our group.
Yeah, they're fine.
No peace!
Oh, there's Chuck.
No peace! No peace!
Who?
No peace!
Oh, okay. Friends are here.
No peace! No peace! No peace! No peace!
Excuse me.
No peace! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No
This is huge.
No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice!
So there's probably, honestly,
No peace!
at least 200 people out here.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Don't
So this, we needed to be on the sidewalk.
Don't shoot!
And I just had one girl tell me, oh, you need to shut up because we don't need to do that. And I told her, we're trying to organize this. And I just talked to 2 police officers when you were gone, and I assured them we were going to stay on the sidewalk.
Well, and the thing is we cannot control everybody as much as we want to try.
But we need to start putting that out there from now on if we're going to do this.
Yeah.
Because when we have a bunch of people antagonize that, that's going to defeat what we're here for.
They left.
Yeah, finally. Yeah.
Good. That's all I wanted. I just wanted them gone.
Did you call back again? Because I had it handled. Because he thought I did, and I'd already talked to him.
No, I called him because the way he was talking to me was ridiculous, and I was like, no, you need. I'm like, that's great that you'll stand up for his rights. What about ours? It's like, no. It's like there's going to be a bunch of kids here, and you need to either make sure he's gone, or you need to have a presence here to make sure we're okay.
Right.
Because I'm not going to deal with that with all these kids here. Not with my grandbaby here.
I recognize you even with a mask on.
How you doing?
Good. This is my boy. Oh, I love that. Yeah, trying to contain this has been interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
We've got the biggest problem is we're trying to keep everybody on the sidewalk, which I assured the police we were going to do. And we have some of the younger generation that is like, fuck you, I don't care. For those of you at home who are watching this, who want to joining in is fine, but you need to stay off the sidewalk. We need to be trying to work with law enforcement, not against them. That's the whole point of this. And some of the attitudes displayed are just crazy. So, you gonna hang out? You wanna walk around with me while I videotape?
I'm hanging around here for a while. I'm probably joining with my dad when we start walking again.
Okay, I'll come back around. I'm gonna come right by you, excuse me.
George Floyd!
So we have
George Floyd! George Floyd!
Literally tons of these.
George Floyd!
Tons of these people.
Breonna Taylor!
Excuse me.
Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Breonna Taylor! Don't shoot! Hands up! 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 Don't shoot!
For all the people who say this isn't a Klamath issue.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
This is a human issue.
Don't shoot! Hands up! 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 Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
These guys here have been out here protesting almost every night. They don't just show up when there's a camera.
Black lives matter! 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 Black lives matter!
I just booked a
Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter! Black lives matter!
So I'm giving a shout out to Nicholas, that's who I was hugging a minute ago, came down to show his support. He's actually right over there. Plays Pokemon Go, and he's just a really awesome human being.
No peace.
Hi. So I'm trying to get through here without destroying anything. And back again.
Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot.
Love that.
Don't shoot.
So everybody, Nicholas, everybody.
Don't shoot. 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 Don't shoot.
brought my whole little squad.
No, that's awesome. I was good until I was trying to tell people to stay on the sidewalk, and I had some girl tell me to shut up and tell me that I had no reason to say anything. And I'm like, I just talked to 2 police officers that I assured that we could keep this safe.
Yeah, like we don't have a permit to block the street.
That's it. And he told me, he's like, I have no issue with you guys being out here as long as you keep it off the street, we're safe. Like, what bothers me is this little girl hasn't even been out here protesting before, but because there's a camera on her, she thinks she has a right to say shit. I'm sorry. That's no, it's not. That's the type of shit that causes problems. Because I was dealing with another issue that was parked here. I was dealing with the police with that. Jen was dealing with it on the other side. And then I was telling him, I was like, get out of the road. Because we had a car coming through, and the car was going to hit him. And it's like, get out of the street.
Exactly. It's not that difficult.
No. And then everybody's like, well, we can't contain them. And it's like, there needs to be this discussion before we do this, that if you're going to be here, these are the rules you're going to adhere to, which means you're going to stay on the effing sidewalk, or you're not going to be out here. Yeah. Because we don't need children hit or anything else because of your stupidity.
We don't need anybody else hit.
Yeah.
We've maintained and we've done a really good job of keeping our image clean.
That's it.
And we don't need anybody out here tarnishing it. We didn't have any arrests. We didn't have any fights.
That's it.
We didn't have any of that. And we need to keep it that way.
That's it. But, you know, there's some people who just show up out here for a camera. Because it's like, where are you every night? We're out here. Where are you?
We were here like every night. I had to take a break. That's it. And then everybody's like, don't come. You just got an accident. No, I can walk. I am not paralyzed.
Yeah, and for these, I'm just going to explain this. Everybody, this woman was in an accident. You broke your back? She's out here. She's one of the people that's usually out here every night. This is why I get offended by people telling us not to say shit about you being in the street, because we're out here trying to do this and you just show up because you want to fucking be on camera. Pardon my language.
But there you Mom, you got a sailor's mouth.
Like, the whole point is to keep these people out of here.
I mean, we want to be heard, and we want to be heard clearly, and we don't want to be looking like fools.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to look inconsiderate, and we don't want anybody getting hit. You know, when you give the police your word, that's kind of, it's like, it's not fuck the police. It's literally like, hey, we're supposed to be working together.
Exactly.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to do a quick walk over again. This is so cool you're here. Excuse me. Sorry. Sheriff's Department. So I'm gonna find.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Hands up! 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 Don't shoot!
This is our other one of our gingers that gets burned easy.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up!
Yes, I was you.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
Like I said, there's probably at least, I would say, 200 people out here.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot!
For those of you, we have no problem with anybody coming down here, but be respectful. So, one girl, we had issues, and I talked to the police officers down here. I assured them we would stay out of the road.
Okay.
We've had a couple of girls mouth at me, telling me to shut up when I'm telling them to stay off the road. That's not what we're about. I cannot work with the police here.
Told everyone that we would be on the sidewalk.
Yeah, it's the
I know
other.
some people were like on like this part.
Yeah, the thing is, I filmed 3 of them out there with a white Rogue that almost got hit. That's the shit we need to avoid. And I told her, when I told her, I was like, we need to not do this. She's like, who are you to tell me? I was like, I'm an admin and an organizer. You need to get on the sidewalk. And I'm getting tired of them saying, well, we can't control them. It's like, that's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
We have to have a level of control.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of going around introducing myself so people know who we are. And I think that's a huge problem. Like, people don't know who we are. So you want to do the same, go be like, hey,
yeah, but like with her, I even told her, and she's like, who cares? She's like, I've been out here protesting, I can do what I want. It's like, no, you're not, because if you step out in the street and you get somebody killed, we're done here.
Yeah.
But she had to be like early 20s, so there you go. But I think we need to have a conversation about that.
See you next time.
Bye-bye. You're holding it down. You got it.
Good to see you.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. I took my mask off. I'm getting green out now.
I understand that. How's the salon?
We just opened up, so I have to go to work like in 5 minutes. So I'm like, I'm coming in late today.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
I'm just glad you're here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
My family.
There you go.
George Floyd.
George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd. George Floyd.
Got a lot of signs here. We got a lot of other people here, a lot of children.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
By the way, are you and I still on for a drink sometime?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have many meetings about this, I can tell. I was telling some of the admins, I'm like, dude, we gotta work on getting people controlled so we don't have to worry about people getting hit.
I can see it.
You know, all the kids doing the activities, I think that's awesome. I'll be right back. All the kids doing their little activities. This is so cool.
All the children making songs. It's beautiful.
Hi guys. How you doing?
All the children out here making songs. If that don't touch you, I don't know what will. This is how the community needs to come together anytime we have an issue as humans. We come together and get all day.
And this young lady right here, this is Alexa. She's also one of the organizers.
Hi.
This is Jen. This
Charlotte.
is one of the organizers. Hi.
Hi.
Charlotte.
Also, this is a good one. We were having people sign this as well.
Yeah. Or how about that? Walking in the street and trying to get hit by people. Very big one. Because like I said, if we're working with the police here, which I talked to Officer Zupan, and that's what he told me, he's like, I kind of need to be assured that there's not going to be any violence and there's not going to be you guys out in the street.
Definitely not. Yeah, and we definitely try our best to control that.
So I think that when we're posting on the site, we need to make sure like they understand if you're going to be participating in these active protests, like these are rules, these are clear cut, they're not negotiable.
You one of the organizers?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what we're doing.
That's what I was trying to explain to one of the young ladies over there. I was like, you guys need to get out of the street. She's like, we don't have to. And I'm like, you kind of do.
Yeah, I think you need a permit to walk on the street.
Yeah.
Well, it's worth getting a permit so we can walk in the street.
Well, and the thing is, too, he's worried safety issues because he's like, I don't have the people right now to block this off to make it safe for you guys, which is a safety issue.
Yeah.
And I totally understood. I told him, I was like, I completely understand that. You know, we don't want to have anybody get hurt. And then as I was recording, we had a white Rogue that was sitting down there that was trying to pull out, and we had people like almost get hit and stuff like that. It's like, we cannot have that going on.
Yeah, totally.
Hi, dear.
Thanks for being out.
Absolutely. Would you like something to drink?
We were able to bring that back to, you were able to shut it down pretty quickly. It seemed like it only took like 30 seconds and everyone else was back on the...
I try to. I organize other things in the community. I organize Pokemon Go group, which is just, it's just a game, but I have to organize, when I do raids, I have to organize anywhere from 20 to 100 people. And they're all different people, all different characters, you know, all different backgrounds. And you have to be able to do raids successfully. So I've been doing that the last like 3 years. So trying to get them to understand, like, this is different, but this is a safety issue. It's like, dude, there's this is a safety issue. So I appreciate that. I'm trying, but it's going to take a lot of people coming together and sitting down and looking at the rules and talking about it and being like, yeah, this is a safety thing. We can't be doing this.
Okay, man, we're gonna get going.
Sorry, no, I was just.
Okay. Come on, you guys.
Should I give these signs back?
I'm a one of the organizers. I was the one interviewed. Nice to meet you all. Thank you all for the support. We do have a letter to the mayor. If you guys would like to sign them, they're basic policies for cops. You guys can read it. It's going to be over here if you guys want to sign it. I want to thank all of you guys for coming out here, taking your time to be here. Thank all the kids. Thank you guys. We have water and food over here. If you guys need any cold water too. Supplies for the kids to make signs. I thank you guys for coming and show your support.
Hi, how are you?
Right there.
Huh? What'd you say?
She's the one that had a problem not being in the street.
No, I didn't have a problem. It was the way that you were coming about it. Like the tone that you were using was very like aggressive.
That's because I watched. That's because I watched somebody almost get hit down there.
Finish speaking. Like, I'm not sorry. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I agree that people should not be in the street. Like none of us want people to get hurt. I'm just saying that the way you were going about it was very aggressive, and it wasn't received well by a lot of people. And so that was my only point. Not that we should be in the street, but that like the way that you're going about it should be like, because nobody wants to create
We're all
chaos.
trying to keep it mellow.
Like we've been out here every night for that purpose.
Yeah, I know that. So have I. But the problem I have is when I'm seeing people and I'm yelling because it's a safety issue and they're wanting to fight back with me.
So it's let's take a breath. We're going to take a breath right now because that's what we need to do. Yeah, it did come across sharp, I will say that, and I understand the purpose of it because yes, we do need to keep people off the streets. So we're just all going to try and keep everything. We got people off the streets. We got what we needed, and we're not going to do that. So we're doing what we got.
Oh, excuse me. So, the biggest issue with that is my tone's sharp because I legitimately don't want to get people killed. And my biggest issue is when you see something like that, you probably need to address it and deal with it. And then bring up the issue that it needs to be addressed again. So if you have another protest, it doesn't keep happening. Because I can't advocate for you guys with police officers if you keep stepping out in the street and getting people killed. Hi. I'm Darnal.
Joseph.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
He's a good boy.
He is.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still kind of frustrated. I was talking to the police. I was talking with the police earlier, and I assured them that people would stay out of the street. And then I had people in the street almost getting hit because we don't have a permit to block traffic, and they don't have the manpower to make sure that it's blocked off so we don't get hit.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's one of those situations where, like, I have a problem when I'm telling people, like, get out of the street, and they're sitting there going, well, we can do that. It's okay. And then they're yelling at me, and I'm like, I'm either going to come down here and help or I'm not, because I'm not going to watch people get hit. So they're like, it wasn't well received the way you said that. I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you to get out of the street so you don't get hit. So, but I appreciate you guys being down here, by the way. Like that. There's a lot of people that always state, like, this isn't a Klamath issue. What would you say to them about that?
It's an issue for the whole United States or for the world.
Agreed.
You know? If we don't step up and help support, who will?
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Did you get a chance to show some more people that?
I'm
the
just walking around
information?
handing stuff out.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going pretty good.
This gentleman might be interested in that as well. The history of the corner here.
This is a little write-up about Mr. Sugarman, whose name is on the sign.
He was a Jewish man. Yeah, I'll set it up.
She says like they would sometimes like
So apparently I got told that I was too aggressive with how I vocalized that. And I'm like, you know, I'm just about tired of this shit.
About staying out of the street?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I went over there and I just talked to a couple of them and they're like, well, you were really aggressive with that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm the one that talked to the cops. I'm the one that gave them my word that we were going to do
It's not
this.
hard to stay out of the street though either, and it's pretty fucking simple. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, but
No, I get you.
we should fully be able to understand that we're not supposed to be in the street. Anybody that's been watching anything at the very least that's been going on since the first day that we came out here knows we can't be in the street.
Right.
It's been a battle we've been having since the first night.
Yep. And the thing is, too, it's like I told them. They're like, well, you don't need to come at people. It's not well received when you do that. And I'm like, when I'm sitting here recording and I'm watching a vehicle almost hit 3 people, I'm not going to be nice and kind and fluffy. That's not me. Especially when it comes to public safety. Because it doesn't do any good for me to sit there and tell a police officer we're not going to go in the street. 3 people get hit, and then he's going to be like, I thought you told me you were going to keep them out of the street.
Now you guys can't go and protest.
That's it.
Like, we don't need that.
No, we don't.
Especially not after all the work we've been doing. We've been out here literally daily.
Yeah, exactly. And then this girl's like, oh, I've been out here every night. It's like, no, you haven't, because I haven't fucking seen you.
We know who's been out here every night. Almost everybody's added each other on some social platform or another. We've all connected some way.
Yeah.
Like, especially the people that were out here the first 2 nights.
Yeah.
Like, the first 2 nights made, like, the biggest impact on all of us.
I agree. No, I like that just kind of made me want to take a step back because it's like I'm trying to do something that's right. I'm not out here to just be seen and I'm not out here to like be fluffy. Like you've got to handle the under dynamics of it too. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. But I don't know.
I'm not fluffy at all, so you know, I don't care.
I think there's a time and place for it, but when it comes to being safe, that's not, you know,
no, it's
not negotiable.
It's pretty simple. It's pretty common sense. You know not to be in the street, and these people don't care.
No.
You know, even the very first day that anybody came out here, it wasn't even nighttime. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and a man almost got hit, and he was standing on the corner by that light pole.
Right.
Like, so that alone should let you know, like, for one, people don't really care about our group of people being out here.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is like, do you guys just show up to be filmed or what? Because the newspaper is going to be out here. Because I'm sorry, the first night, like you said, was the biggest. You had a few people out here the next night, and then like now, what? You got 200 people out here?
Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. By the 3rd, 4th night, nobody was out here. There was the same handful of people that had been coming, maybe about 25 of us that faithfully were coming every single night.
Yeah.
I mean, I think definitely it's probably a publicity stunt for some people.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be on the paper. I want to be on the news.
Yeah.
And hearing that, you know, that the interview Rec did with, what was it, like CNN or
NBC,
yeah. Throw that one away. Don't throw that one away. The garbage is
No, I mean, I think it's great that we're getting support from people, don't get me wrong, but
that's fine.
And we had a lot of the Democrats come out. Like, I appreciate their support. I appreciate everybody who's showing up to support us. But it's just, it's like, where are you the rest of the time? When there's not a newspaper or a photographer here.
Because, I mean, it made a difference. Nobody, I don't think no newspapers were really, like, out here like that any other time.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know, I think that some of the stuff that's been going, like the interviews that some people have been doing that have been reaching out,
Yeah.
is what is making other people want to come down.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I feel like it's been the same people out here. I feel like we made the biggest impact the first night.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like. They thought that we were going to be out here, you know, doing erratic stuff, and that's not what happened. And I feel like after that, nobody really had a reason to come back and say anything. Like, I feel like it's opened a lot of racial discussions in our town. It's uncovered a lot of racial businesses that, I mean, I'm not going to say any names, but a friend of mine was fired the very next morning after the first protest.
Yeah, and see, yeah. There's people, that's what I'm saying, there's people out here fighting for it, and they have the concept of what it is. Hi! I'm good, how are you? You looking all spiffy and shit. I met him last night.
You was out here the very first day too?
Yeah. Yeah, we were just having
out here most of the nights. I think I only missed like maybe 2.
Yeah.
Well, I had to take a break. I got in the car accident last Saturday. So.
Don't shoot!
They gotta keep
Don't
shoot!
Broke a disc.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
I'm paralyzed, so it's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I got
the
my
high
legs,
up
so
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
No, and I love your dreads too. I like those.
Don't shoot!
Like those on there.
Don't shoot!
No, I'm just. It's like I don't mind trying to organize. I don't mind trying to admin, but I'm not a fluffy admin. Like I'll be tactful. I'll be tactful, and I'll try to keep my emotions out of it. But if I watch somebody almost get hit, I'm not gonna be fluffy, and I'm getting tired of it. And the thing is, when people are like, well, we couldn't control it, and it's like, that's a problem.
You can, though.
Yeah, you can. It just takes effort. And it takes you wanting to not be fluffy to do it. Because you actually have to be like, get your ass on the sidewalk. Because when I started screaming, they...
Yeah, like the first night. You remember how everything went the first
Yep.
night? And we were having to get in front of people and be like, please, come on, go back to the side, go back to the side, go back to the side.
I actually had a lady over there that...
That's your sign?
That's
That
cute.
looks great, baby. Show her your sign.
Well, that's cute.
You like it?
Yeah. No, I actually had a lady over there that was telling me, she's like, you de-escalated that pretty fast. She's like, you started telling them to get out of the street. She's like, they did. And she's like, you handled that well. And I'm like, you have to.
Some people you have to be very authoritative with because they don't, you say something nicely and they don't hear you. It's like kids, you know, you tell your kids something nicely 5 times and they don't hear you, and the minute you throw a cuss word in there, then they're like, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Exactly. Well, and then like we had a gentleman that was parked there. I was dealing with it with the police, and then he came back and talked to me because one of the other organizers was down there and called him again and was like, oh, well, our rights don't matter because he's sitting here. And it's like, dude, he's sitting here. He's not yelling obscenities. He doesn't have a gun on him. He's offered the police to like search his vehicle. Yeah, is he sitting there in a normal amount of time? Yeah, he is. Is he probably there to cause shit? Yeah, he is. But until he does something, there's nothing they can do about it. And so to sit there and try to like, he talked to me. He's like, did you call me? And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, I got a call from a woman stating that you know, our rights don't matter, you know, their rights, you know, his rights matter more than mine. And it's like, that's not what we're here for. Like, this is going to create a lot of issues if we don't get the shit under control.
It is. Listen.
So, I don't know. I'll probably be heading out here shortly because that was kind of a sour note for me, to be honest. Like, I didn't receive that well.
There's just wipe it up. Just wipe it up.
But,
yeah,
anyway.
I can understand how that would leave a little sour feeling.
Well, and not only that, you had a perfect opportunity when you got up there to thank everybody. You had a perfect opportunity to get up there and say, and by the way, in the future, we need to stay on the sidewalk because of safety issues. You can't just address the fluff and not address the other issue of it too.
Exactly.
You address all of it. And it's not me being a dick, it's just being honest.
We can't be in the street. I understand people's desire to be in the street.
Right.
I get that. we can't be in the street without a permit.
Right. And it's well, and it's like when I talked to, because it was Officer Zupan that I was talking to, and he told me, he said, I don't have the people, you know, to block it off and make it safe and da-da-da-da-da-da. He's like, it's a safety issue, which I completely understand. It just, so.
Are you going to the town hall meeting Monday?
I don't know if I'll be able to because I'm going to be out of town. I'm going to be in Roseburg. And I have a meeting up there at 4, so I don't know if I can be back in time. I would love to be at that meeting, to be honest. But
somebody messaged me online about it and was saying that they feel that I should go, and they would appreciate if I allowed my voice to be heard about some of the experience that I've had since even just sharing that we were going to do that very first protest. Because that was my initial slap in the face to everything going on, was just simply sharing a post online saying, hey, we're going to have a protest tomorrow evening. And that is what started everything for me here. I was just met with so much hate. My post had been up maybe 3 minutes, and I had over 50-something comments of people saying how stupid I was, or how I didn't belong here, or that I'm ignorant, I'm this, I'm that. It was just nothing but negativity, and I was just so overwhelmed with how much negativity people can have within just a few minutes. Like, I just shared a status about the protest when we were going to have that first night protest. And since then, I've been getting messages, you don't belong in this town. I want you here.
Which is
people
ridiculous.
At Walmart are slurring comments when I walk by. Like, it's ridiculous.
Well, hopefully maybe some of this will get changed. I don't know.
I hope so. I do hope so.
Are you headed out? Are you headed out?
I know, I've got all the friends over there.
Okay. I might head out here in a minute, but because I still got to say goodbye to everybody. But I'll give everybody a hug and stuff.
See you around.
See ya. Hit me up.
Okay.
He's a cutie. He's also very moral, and I love that. Everybody's like, yeah, you're getting your flirt on. I'm like, fuck off. It's a live event, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't hear what you said.
No, and then like these older ladies too, they're from the Democratic Society, and we were even talking about that. They were like, yeah, you need to stay out of the street. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm like, these people have been at it for years. Like, these guys have been involved in other protests. They've been involved in other movements. And
yeah,
it's
they know
like,
the ins and outs.
Yeah.
It's probably like the #1 in. Don't go on the street.
Yeah. So. But yeah, I'll. So for everybody watching, I'm probably going to go say my goodbyes, and I'm going to go head out. I don't know. It seems like it's pretty well under control, and you know, everybody's here trying to do what they need to do. So I'm going to go head home and spend some time with my kid. I'll see you later.